Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at a new video. Today is Monday, December 26, 2022, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ ORIONNWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Indianapolis Colts. Live play-by-play and reactions with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Kickoff is going to be here in about 15 minutes. Not really sure what we're going to end up getting here today. There's been a lot of bad football within the last few months. I'm hoping that the Colts will, even though they're trying to go in full tank mode, I'm hoping that they put up a little bit of a fight. Watching even my Buccaneers last night was fucking straight up hell. I didn't want to really win the game. We ended up winning. It looks like we're going to end up making the playoffs by default just because everyone else in the fucking division sucks. But I'm hoping that we can get some good points, field goals, touchdowns, maybe something on defense, just something to keep us going. And then obviously we got some bowl games that are going to be happening on Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll be doing a few of those. Oregon's bowl game is on Wednesday against North Carolina. I'll be doing that. But like I said, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. We're getting closer to Happy New Year. Hope everyone had a fantastic holiday period. And now we're ready for Monday Night Football with the Chargers and the Colts. Sarah in the building. How are you? Yeah, like I said, I know the Colts are fucking terrible, but gosh, Tampa Bay is fucking terrible too. I just feel, as I've watched football and, obviously this being my full-time job and whatnot, there has been more bad football this year in games than I can remember. I feel like I've watched more shitty football all season this year rather than in previous. Mike's in the building. How are you? Yes, I can't wait. So I was looking at the schedule and I was even considering possibly doing a bowl game even over Thursday night football. So tomorrow we got Wisconsin and Oklahoma State at 7:15. So I'm thinking I might end up doing that. I was going to stream sometime between 5, 6, and 7 o'clock tomorrow. And then the other bowl games are on a little bit too early. Girlfriend's going to have to catch up on work since she's had a week off. Wednesday, we got Oregon and North Carolina at 5. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to, maybe get a thumbnail made for that particular one. And then on Thursday, it's Texas versus Washington. I'm kind of intrigued with that matchup. Number 20 Texas versus number 12 Washington in the Valero Alamo Bowl. So I'm thinking I might end up possibly doing Texas and Washington, which I think might be actually a better game than if we end up doing the football game on Thursday, which is going to end up being Cowboys and Titans. We already know the Cowboys are going to win that game. Are the Titans going to fight? I imagine they'll fight a little bit, but I'll end up talking to a few of y'all, but I'm highly considering just doing Texas and Washington over the Cowboys and Titans. I don't think anyone gives a shit about the Cowboys and Titans. The games have been so fucking terrible for the NFL. At least if I get a bowl game, I can see, as long as Michael Penix Jr. is playing and I can see Texas play, I can see UW play. So I'm thinking I might go down that route. Normally I would do the NFL game first, but fuck the Cowboys, fuck the Titans. I don't know if I really want to watch that. I'm already going through so many shitty games. Might as well have a little fun, together, right? So I'm thinking I'm going to go down that particular route. Let's keep scrolling down and then let's look to see what they have. So Oregon, North Carolina on Wednesday. Tomorrow, Wisconsin, Oklahoma State. Texas, Washington on Thursday night. And then on Friday, Notre Dame and South Carolina are on too early at 12:30. But we got Tennessee and Clemson in the Orange Bowl, right? So obviously that's going to be fun. So it looks like we'll probably do college, after this, the rest of the week, more than likely. We'll just try to, catch up on some of these bowl games. And I don't know how the bowl games are going to, end up panning out. They can't be any worse than what I've watched in NFL this year. Obviously the Colts are bad. My Tampa Bay Buccaneers are bad. A lot of the fans are just getting kind of fed up, man. And like I said, it's just one of these things. It's like, it's one thing to play average football, but when you're playing like unwatchable football, and I feel that this year, you got 32 teams. I only feel like maybe there's 10 teams out of 32 that are actually watchable. There's like 20 that are not watchable. I know there's going to be other fringe playoff teams and whatnot, but there's a lot of teams right now that I feel that are fucking unwatchable. I just got to be honest. This is my full-time job. We grind it out. I'm going to be doing NFL. I'm doing college football, NBA, AEW, WWE, bowl games for college football. We'll do NASCAR and baseball. But goddamn, I don't know. This seems like this is the worst football I think I've seen as a whole, as a group, as far as all 32 teams. And maybe it has something to do with like the Packers not being very good, but now they're getting hot at the right time. Rams not being good with Stafford injured, Tampa Bay and Brady. But it just seems like a lot of the legends and those teams that we were penciling in at least being okay, not like unwatchable, but it shows you if your O-line and your D-line, obviously are not there, the whole team crumbles. So I'm thinking, I know Mike loves college football. I know Sarah loves college football. I love college football as long as the girlfriend can get caught up. Usually the cutoff time will be around that time, but hopefully everything works out. And I'm not going to be paying for thumbs, for every bowl game matchup, but I'll do the North Carolina, Oregon one just for me. You know what I mean? And, at least that'll look a little bit better presentation wise. And I'm going to have Drake May and Bo Nix on the thumb. So, and obviously if you're living under a rock, Nathaniel Hackett is fired. Good. That's something that should have happened. Obviously some point this year, they didn't want to wait to the very, very end. But at this point, Bronco fans, since they're owned by Walmart, and the Walmart collective, some of them are saying, just pay Russell Wilson, the millions and millions of dollars and get him out of there. You know what I mean? And I don't blame them, but are they going to do that? No, they're stuck. So it's like when you're already invested, 150, 200, 300, 350 million, on a quarterback, at some point, you're like, fuck, if we can just get a bunch of money, pay him through Walmart, and then just get him to leave. Let's be honest. If Russell Wilson got paid off to be like, see you later, like they do with the coaches, like in college football, is there anyone in their goddamn right mind that would want Russell Wilson? I don't think so. I really don't. There's a lot of teams that do need quarterbacks, but I think that a lot of people, would rather go for a rookie. They would rather go for a backup QB. They would rather go for some other journeyman rather than Russell Wilson. I don't know if anyone really believes in him. You know what I mean? And like I said, yes, I think that before his career is over, maybe his arm and legs can be slightly better than this year. But I think that we don't know for sure, because if we can get the right coach to deal with his crazy ass personality and his crazy ass little, subtle things that he likes to do there. But they are a fucking disaster right now. And at least they got rid of Hackett. But honestly, getting rid of Russ might be the better thing to do, but you're financially stuck at this point, and I don't think anyone really is going to want him. So that is big facts. I wouldn't want him, even if it was like, a cheap deal, like a prove it deal for $500,000. I still wouldn't want him. The guy is a cancer. The guy is not a good teammate. He doesn't look like he can throw or run anymore. I don't know, man. At this point, he had his run in Seattle. Good luck to you, but I wouldn't want him on my team even for $500,000 in a prove it deal. I don't, he's too much of a person that brings too much drama, overall to the brand. And I'm not about that. Yeah. But also look at me, I had the full complement, roster top to bottom, and even I still lost. I had 4 guys shit the bed, and if I just would have got a little bit more out of Josh Jacobs and Justin Fields and Mark Andrews and, and Jason Myers, I wouldn't be in this position. So yeah, you definitely need to grab more running backs and focus on that, because most people do. You were probably lucky to get as far as you did and to get a record as good as you did without really having running backs. You had Jonathan Taylor, but then he got hurt. Kareem Hunt obviously wasn't the same Kareem Hunt as years past. And when you're having to reach for anything else above that, it's tough. You were really banking on, Josh Allen, your kicker, Carlson, Travis Kelce, Tyreek, Amon-Ra St. Brown. But it shows you that even with these big players, and they can make up for maybe the lack of running back depth, sometimes it's still not enough. So unfortunate, but I had a full complete team, and unless Michael Pittman gets injured or throws up 7 points or less, I'm not going to the championship. I'm only up by 7 and some change. So he's been averaging about 13 or 14. So there has been a few games this year, 3, where Michael Pittman Jr. has put up less than 7. Now I have to pray that this is going to be one of those games. Now, how likely is that going to happen? Probably 10% chance, for Michael Pittman Jr. to get an injury or to not put up, the big numbers. But, if Shep ends up beating me, congratulations. It's looking like it. And then me and Sarah will be back next year, and we'll see what happens. So the Orange Bowl with both orange teams. I know. I'm actually excited about that matchup. And like I said, college football season overall has been much better than NFL. And like I said, I hope that this isn't a trend of what's going to happen next year, the year after, because in the last few years, I would say the last 3 years, not counting this year, football has been great. You know what I mean? It's like we've had really good matches. Yeah, every once in a while you'll have a stinker on Thursday, but usually Sunday night, Monday night live up to the billing and we get excited. But this year, it's like sometimes Thursday night sucks. Monday night sucks. Sunday night football sometimes sucks. Sometimes the matchups during the weekend suck. Like, I don't know. I just don't know how much bad football I can put up with anymore. I have certain standards and it's like, I just want to be able to be entertained. I don't have to necessarily be fully invested in this team or this team. That's not my own team, but I don't want to see some garbage football. And that's just kind of what I felt I've been seeing. I just being lack of effort, bad coaching, lots of injuries, and just not really a good product. This is probably the worst product the NFL has put out in a while, just because, yes, the good teams like the 10, they've been nice, to watch. But what about the other 22? It's been like, impossible to watch. And let's be honest, some of the matchups this season literally are unwatchable. If I was not doing this as a full-time job, right, I wouldn't be doing some of these NFL games. I probably would have done something else, whether it be wrestling or NBA. And that's painful for me to say, but that's how bad it's really been. And, sometimes we just need to be able to be honest and open that the NFL has sucked this year. I mean, unless you're a fan of like the Bills, the Chiefs, the Bengals, and you're living your best life, right? Dolphins have been up and down, but at least they have Tyreek and Waddle. Tua's had his struggles, but at least the Dolphins fans, for the most part, besides this losing streak, they've had fun, right? Eagles, they're living their best life. Cowboys, Vikings, right? You got Niners, but what about the rest of the team? I mean, it's not been fun. It really hasn't. You know what I mean? I'm still going to grind it out, but I just hope that things get a little bit better as we go to the playoffs, which I know things will get better, but I just feel like this regular season has been shitty, just to be honest. It hasn't been good. Has not been good. Kidder in the building. What to do? Finley in the building. What to do? How are you guys? Oh, your family's good. Your family's okay. So you're here, there, just chilling. There we go. There we go. Oh, Raw is doing the best of tonight, or they're just doing like the best of Monday Night Raw. Yeah, I watch college all year as well. Shep in the building. What to do, bro? I'm good, man. I'm expecting to lose unless Michael Pittman like twists an ankle in the first quarter, or if you end up putting up 7 and that's it, 7 or less, then I'm going to win. But if you put up more than 7, which is a 90% chance, then I'm going to lose. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. But, yeah, college obviously is exciting, but not everyone is into it. But, yeah, I'm definitely going to try to do as much college as I can with the bowl season. My goal was to try to put up 10 bowl games. So, and we'll be getting close to that number when I'm all said and done. All right, let's go over some of the starting lineups before we get into the kickoff here. Starting it off with the visiting team with the Los Angeles Chargers. Justin Herbert, my boy, go Ducks. Obviously, he doesn't have a full complement of a team. The O-line sometimes is shaky. The coaching is horrible. Defense is always injured. But at some point, he's got to be able to break through or just fucking leave the Chargers and come to another team like Tampa or somewhere else, and maybe you can end up having a new birth of a career. But I just don't know if they're going to be able to do it there. Austin Eckler at running back, one of the best running backs in the league, arguably the best pass-catching running back in the NFL. At wide receiver, we got Mike Williams, who is a stud. Third string wide receiver, Joshua Palmer. And the stud, number 1, Keenan Allen. At tight end, we got Gerald Everett. On defense, Khalil Mack. Asante Samuel Jr. Derwin James. And Cameron Dicka, the kicker, at kicker. And at head coach, who knows nothing about football and doesn't know how to call plays, Brandon Staley. And then for the Indianapolis Colts, Nick Foles getting the start. At running back, we have Zach Moss. Wide receiver, Michael Pittman Jr. Wide receiver 2, Alec Pierce. Paris Campbell at wide receiver 3. And then on defense, we got DeForest Buckner, Yannick Ngakoue, Stephon Gilmore, Chase McLaughlin at kicker, and then at head coach, Jeff Saturday. I did get to go visit my mom today for about an hour, which was nice. But to have a little cheesecake, showed her pictures of Paisley, kind of told her, kind of the goal and, the mission for the channel and how things have been going. And, got a chance to go to the dispensary, went to the grocery store. I got Paisley a Christmas bacon bone, a big one. I got her a blanket, got her, some salmon treats. So Paisley's happy. Everything is good. And then after this game, obviously we'll be going into college football season for the bowl games, and we'll be probably doing bowl games almost every day after today. And again, I might even cancel, doing the Cowboys and the Titans on Thursday, and we'll just do a bowl game instead, which probably will end up being better. All right, here we go. All right, come on, Colts. I know Sarah wants the Colts to just, tank season is on. But again, it's like when we watch, the Buccaneers, it's like, yes, when you have so much love and passion, it's our team. We want to inside, we want to win, but also on the brain part, the heart says, let's win the game. But up here, me and Sarah are too smart for this shit. We know that losing is the best for our team moving forward. Draft position is going to be more meaningful because what are we going to do this year? The Colts aren't making the playoffs. Tampa might, but it's not like we're good. Well, both of our teams are just bootios. I just hope that Nick Foles makes it like watchable. Come on, Nick. First down and 10. Handoff to Zach Moss. Short game. I mean, and like I said, bad teams find a way to lose. Good teams find a way to win, right? So it's not like, oh my God, we have to, have a miracle. All they have to do is just be NFL players and make some plays. So hopefully we get the score into the 20s. I mean, that's not asking too much, considering we've had games in the past where they put up 30, 40, 50 points. But God, there's just so many bad NFL teams this year. It makes me almost lose a little love for the NFL. I won't lie. I've been more disappointed this year in bad games than I think I have in my entire life. Like it's just hasn't really been that enjoyable. NASCAR, fucking a 10 out of 10. Baseball, 10 out of 10. Wrestling, 10 out of 10. College football, it's been like 10 out of 10. I think right now the NFL season to me has been like a 7. You know what I mean? Like the great teams have been really fun to watch, but there's just been so many average to bad, and that's the problem. That's facts. Yes, she is. Yeah, and she had a good time. Me and my mom never got along when I was a kid. Well, there was a lot of issues going on there, but she's definitely mellowed out and calmed down quite a bit. Foles, almost picked. Oh, Kenneth Murray almost with the pick. What happened to my hands? And that's why you're on defense, young man. Shep, what would you do if I actually beat you and Pittman doesn't get 7+ points? Would you lose your mind? Would you just lose your goddamn mind, huh? I mean, there's been 3 games. I researched it. There's 3 games where he's put up less than 7, but almost every game he's putting up, 10 to like 25 points. So it's not going to be very good for me, I don't think. But you never know. Football's football, right? Anything can happen. I'm just kind of jaded and kind of butthurt that Fields, and Jacobs, the guys that have been, carrying me, only put up 9 and 5. I mean, what I'm saying? If I just got a little bit more, I mean, obviously I would have made it a lot more difficult for you to catch up or win. But I guess that's how the cookie crumbles, right? That's just how the cookie crumbles. Sometimes you're going to get, 40 points out of Justin Fields, and then I guess you're going to get 9. Josh Jacobs will give me 50, and then all of a sudden he'll give me 5. I guess that's what I have to live with. So let's get to 100 and donos. Let's do it. But yeah, it was great to see my mom. I won't lie. We had a good hour and a half, watched a little bit of TV together, showed her some pictures on my phone of Paisley, halfback toss to Eckler. Love me some Eckler. And, it's just nice to see her a little bit more mellowed out because obviously she, was going through a lot of pain with a divorce with my dad. And there was a lot of anger that was thrown towards me rather than my dad, even though my dad got that brunt of that anger too. But, like I said, you have to be able to kind of put yourself in someone else's shoes. And as time passes, things get a little bit better. And now we have a pretty damn good relationship. I've always been close with my dad, but me and my mom are much closer than we were. Keenan Allen with the short gain. All right, Keenan. I see you, baby. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 1. Oh, good defense by the Colts. And the Colts usually have defense. I mean, that's not a surprise. So every once in a while, even for a bad football team, that has been their strong suit. It hasn't been the offensive line. It hasn't been coaching. It hasn't been play calling. It hasn't been the quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, but it has been the defense. Every once in a while, the Colts kind of show that, hey, sometimes we play like we have a top 10 D. And that was a great play right there. Yeah, she is. And I told my mom, how it was kind of cruel to have our Samoyed in the backyard, when I was a kid. And I told her, for her mental health, she's getting up there in age. She's in the 80s. And I was like telling her, maybe you should get a dog, in the house. And I know my mom is traditional Japanese woman. So it's like all about cleanliness and take off the shoes. Like having a dog in the house is like a huge no-no. Like, a lot of Asian people, like they're traditional, they're not going to have a dog or cat in the house. It's just not going to happen. A lot of them, it's just going to be an outside pet. But I told her, who cares, if the dog shits on the floor? Who cares if the dog pisses on the carpet? You can have love. You know what I mean? And have that companionship and being able to get the licks and, watch TV together. And, when you're making dinner, it's like right there with you. I mean, you can't put a price on that. Yeah, maybe the house, will smell temporarily with some like, piss and some shit, because the dog's in the house. Who cares? So I'm hoping my mom, will, buckle down and listen. And because I think it would be really good for her mental health. Because she's not going to date. She's not going to remarry. She doesn't have a whole lot of friends. You know what I mean? And I want her to be able to enjoy the rest of her life happy. You know what I mean? And so if she's not going to have like a human relationship, maybe being able to get a puppy and, would be a really good thing. The house is already paid off. She doesn't have to necessarily work unless she chooses to. But I just think having a dog, a puppy would be like, obviously it's a responsibility. You got to love it. You got to feed it, take care of it. My mom is that type, but she's never had like an indoor pet ever. So I think it would be awesome. I think because she misses, Gito. Gito was like my brother. We had a purebred Samoyed from when I was like, 4 or 5 years old until I was like in my early 20s. It lived 15 to 17 years before it, we had to put it down. And I just think that it's been probably 20 years since we've had a dog, my mom. So I think it's time, but I just don't know. And I told her, if you get a dog, you better not, chain it up. I mean, we don't have the doghouse outside anymore, but I just felt that it was just so cruel that, the dog was chained up too much. My dad would run with it. We would bring it in the garage and we would lift weights and, it would be playing with us. But a good chunk of the dog's life was like in the backyard. And then my mom wouldn't even let the dog roam in the backyard freely because she had like rhododendrons and these like plants that she was like very like particular of. And now I was kind of trying to tell her, I was like, fuck the plants. Fuck all that, dude. It's like you want to make sure the animal is happy and you want to be happy. So hopefully, that sunk in a little bit because I really want her to be happier. And I think having a puppy would be just great for her. I mean, it's changed my fucking life. I know it's changed Sarah's life, and it probably has changed a lot of you in the room's life too. 1st down and 10. Foles with a pump fake. Get rid of it. Yes. Jelani Woods, 1st down. Colts. Move the chains. Nice job.
Comes off again to a second read to Woods and makes a really fine throw to Jelani Woods, who has really come on.
Nice job. Man in motion. Handoff to Zach Moss. Short game. And we're not going to be getting in the depth chart for the Colts. You know, obviously we're going to move some guys around, but obviously with Granson not playing, you got Mo Alley Cox and you got Jelani Woods, and then you got Kalanick. So I don't think Nicola isn't going to get in there, but I don't know what Mo Alley Cox is going to do if he's going to get some opportunities, but Jelani Woods should be able to get a little bit of time tonight. And we've already seen him make a play already. So that's nice. And I know Sarah wants Mo Alley Cox gone. So she wants the whole team gone. I get it. Foles. Nice. There he is. There he is. First down, Colts. We need to hear that more often. Jelani Woods. There we go, baby. We talk about him, and then they decide to be like, you know what? If we're going to talk about him, let's make him get a little bit of action here. Let's go.
He's going to be a mismatch, either because of his speed against a lot of these linebackers and safeties that he'll face, or because of his size.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's all about, giving effort and love, you know what I mean? Shep, if you want the game to be over within the first 5 snaps, you're going to have to be patient. You're going to end up beating me. You know what I mean? But you got to be patient. You just can't hope for a fucking 80-yard bomb to Pittman and then you're in the fantasy championship. That's what you want. You got to be patient, brother. All right? I shouldn't even be in this fucking position. And you know it too. I should be in the championship with my fucking roster. I made over 100 moves. I put hundreds of hours, on the fucking app. You know what I mean? More than anybody. I probably put in more hours on the app than everyone in the league combined. You know what I mean? Be patient, brother. You are going to beat me, and you're going to the championship. Give it time. You're not going to get the 80-yard bomb within the first play of the game. Come on, Shep. All right? Be patient, brother. Shotgun set. Foles. Oh, maybe there it is. Incomplete. I know that's what you're thinking too. You're like, just get this shit over with, so that way I go to the championship. I mean, it's pretty much in the bag for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? 90% chance you win. So yeah, Jelani is good. I mean, we watched him in college. He's a fucking rookie. You get a good quarterback that could turn into not as good as a Dallas Clark, but if you got a better quarterback like a CJ Stroud, that could be a good combo for, a nice check down guy. And then maybe Mo Alley Cox, if he's still there or not. But Jelani Woods maybe, will be a little bit better. Foles, 3rd down and 4. Oh, pass incomplete. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you. I am excited to do a lot of college football, though. I mean, I got to do some college football. And, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know some people will be like, oh, my God, you're not going to do the Cowboys and the Titans game. But, I mean, if there's something better college football-wise, I mean, why not, Thank you, Mike. Mike with a 20. Appreciate you. All right, 4th down and 4. They're just like, fuck it. We only have 4 wins this year. Fuck it. Oh, looks like they got the first down. It's right at the marker. I have to look at the ball placement. Let me see where they put the ball. Oh, wow. Jesus. What about the forward progress? Wow. Like that? They're going to spot it like that? He was at least a little bit closer than where that spot was. My God, look at the spot again. He's not there, but they definitely threw it farther back than they should have. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you. $20 holla, baby. Bang, bang, boom, boom, bang, bang. 80 to go, and then we'll get there, baby. Appreciate you. What do you want to see for photos? $20. Let's get to $100. And yes, we appreciate you tremendously. As we know, subs, people in the room, it's not like other channels. So we really have to work extra hard here. And, like I said, but it also helps when you have people that really do care. You can have other places that have more people, but how many really genuinely care? So I appreciate you guys tremendously. Let me know what you want to see for pictures. And obviously, donos like that will definitely help go towards Paisley and maybe some thumbnails for some of these college bowl games. Because if I'm going to be doing the bowl games, if it's a bigger bowl game, I'm going to want to do the thumb, to see if we can get, maybe some more people. Because the NFL ones, there's just too much competition and they're not helping me out. But as far as like NASCAR, baseball, MLB, college bowl games, those thumbs work. Even the NBA ones work. The only ones that really don't work are those NFL ones because we got everyone and their mother doing fucking streams, and then they push only the top couple, It's like, what's really sad? It's like if I end up doing a game and you look like you type in, like on YouTube before the game starts, Chargers versus Colts, live play-by-play and reactions, right? Do you know what position my video comes up in that? My video comes up after videos that have already been done like a year ago. You'll have some of these other YouTubers that have their old, and it's not even necessarily Chargers or Colts. So, you'll see mine and it'll be like 10th or 12th, and they got stuff that's been already like a live stream that was from last year. Why is a live stream from last year ahead of mine? Like, I get it. There's probably not going to be a lot of people that are randos that are going to be like, let me click on this one. They're going to go where they want to go. But, at least put me in like proper position of people who are live. Like, you got to put me so far down that no one's even going to scroll down there. And if they do, they're going to assume it's old. I mean, talk about haters, dude. It's just ridiculous, man. You know what I mean? All I want is a fair shot to be able to grow. If people are so threatened by me that I'm going to take all their fucking mods and take all their fucking subs, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus, like, just let me try to grow on my own. I don't need anybody's fucking help. I don't need to piggyback off anybody else. You know what I mean? But it's just so unfair, man. Like, when you go throughout the year and it's like, I'm not even with the other people that are live. They got live, old, live stream, old. And then, oh, here's O-Dog. I'm like the 13th position. You motherfuckers, but I guess that's what I have to go through. You got to go through, those hardships, but I just feel like, goddamn, I just want a fair playing field for fucking once. Just to be able, and it's not like I'm like, I need 30,000 subs by next year. I need 50. All I need is just a couple hundred, less than 200 to get to 20K. But they're like preventing me from even getting that. How sad is that? It's just crazy to me, dude. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't even need that much. I need less than 200. And, and then you hear some people, oh, I need to be at 100,000, by next year. Like, so unrealistic, It's like, motherfucker, I only need a couple hundred, bitches. Jesus. 0-0. Colts are challenging the ruling on the field. But at least I know the NASCAR, I think we'll have a chance to meet more people like Mike. And then the baseball will work out. You know what I mean? It's just, and it's not like I'm ever going to quit doing the NFL, but God, it's just, it's getting to the point where it almost isn't worth it. Like, it is worth it, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like, and obviously I started doing NFL first, so I'm never going to not do it. I'm always going to do NFL. And I do enjoy NFL, but it's just, man, it'd be nice to be treated fairly for once. First down and 10.
So they're going to, you guys talked about it during our pregame show, Monday Night Countdown, whether it's selecting somebody as a free agent, making a deal, or going through.
All right, see what Nick Foles can do. First down and 10. Play action fake. Picked, baby. Picked. That was a horrible throw by Nick Foles. Oh, look at him shake and bake. All right, protect the football. Wow. Nick. It's double coverage, bro. Come on, dude. You're better than that. He obviously didn't see the safety lurking behind.
What he's been throw with a safety right there in a position to make the play. First interception for Davis on the year, a 30-yard return.
All right, Herbert, your turn.
At the 41, here's Parham with the catch. A nice pickup.
Nice job by Parham.
He gets 8. Julian Blackman on the tackle for Indianapolis. Yeah, just tough for Indianapolis throughout this season. They get the successful challenge, they get a new set of downs, and then just trying to make something happen. But Joe, going back to your point, you're right. I mean, that's been, they just have not been able to, as all Colts.
Nice play by Michael Davis. I see you. All right, Herbert, play action fake, 2nd down and 2. Get rid of it. Got hit from behind. Oh, man. Hit from behind. 3rd down and 2.
Never did. Time ran out.
3rd down and 2. Shotgun set to Herbert. Plenty of time. Sidearms it. Tipped. Picked. Did he get it? Oh, a pick for a pick. An eye for an eye, a pick for a pick. Wow. That's what happens when you sidearm that shit trying to be Patrick Mahomes, man. Can't be doing that. All right, let's take a look at Rodney Thomas. He's got interesting hair, to say the least. What you got going on there with your hair, bro? Rodney, 3rd pick, bro. I see you. Let me see if I can find something from him in college.
Tastes so fresh, no water. Hold up, there's vodka in this? New Truly Vodka Seltzer. Yeah, there's vodka in this.
What the hell is going on here?
T-Mobile won't raise the price of your talk, text, and data. It's hard to run a business on your own. Make it easier on yourself. With Shopify, you can have everything you need to streamline your shipping, returns, and product storage, so you can focus on growing your business. Start your journey with a free trial today.
We'll make a new bet around every 2 seconds. Not only on the game, but on the game of life. Betting with love is just a swipe away. Betting on picking up that curious hitchhiker carrying a bowling bag. And betting that he doesn't turn out to be a cornhole prodigy. Every moment in life is a bet.
James Meza in the building. How are you?
Free bets if you don't win. So bet on America's #1 sportsbook, FanDuel, and make every moment more. You ready for an adventure? 2023 on Disney Plus. It's going to be quite
Fucking from Yale, dude. So he's a brainiac. I mean, you ain't getting into fucking Yale. I mean, obviously they're going to offer scholarships for people that are athletes, but you got to have some kind of brain. You know, you just can't be a dummy to get into, Harvard or Yale. And how many people are actually getting, I mean, well, obviously we know with Ryan Fitzpatrick, and you can go to some of these, the Ivy League schools and whatnot, but you don't really hear about too many guys coming out of Yale. But I see you, Rodney. Okay. Dude, I need the love, bro. I need the love. O-Dog needs the love. O-Dog needs it. I mean, the sports gods should feel fucking ashamed of themselves giving me 9 points with Fields and 5 with fucking Jacobs. That's just fucking shameful. I'm trying to go to the fantasy finals, and that's what you do to me? Come on. Foles? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, between those two guys alone, that should be at least on a normal basis 40. I mean, if we're talking, if bad, 30. You know what I mean? Sometimes, 70 or 80, not combined for 14. Come on, bro. Come on.
Where they've not been good at creating takeaways. Now they had 3 last week, which allowed them then to take
But that's fantasy for you.
one in at halftime.
I will never forget it, though. I'll tell you what. I always remember who are the fucking players that fucked me over. I'll never forget. Foles. Pierce, baby. There we go. First down, Colts. Alec Pierce. They got some up-and-coming rookies like Alec Pierce, Jelani Woods, your boy from Yale, Rodney Thomas. Okay. They got some guys. Oh, it's got to be. It's got to be, dude. It's got to be. First down and 10. Handoff. And I can just imagine Shep as he's watching this. He's like, that's not Michael Pittman. That's not Michael. Can we get the ball to Michael Pittman? I need to beat Orion. Fuck this. This is my one opportunity, maybe ever, to beat him, to go to the championship. I have to get Michael Pittman. Pittman. Trust me, I know. I know, brother. Well, Jameson, if you were 13-1 and you put hundreds of hours into the fantasy matchup and you were me, you would, maybe have an understanding, of what this shit means to me. I mean, there's a reason why I take it so serious. I've never finished lower than 3rd. You know what I mean? Like, this is something that's, not only flexing the intelligence, you know what I mean, but it shows you how much I know about football. But again, you can have the right players in and they just shit the bed. You know what I'm saying? I know how Shep is right now because that's exactly what I would be doing. He's as competitive as me. You know what I mean? We have some people in the room that are way more competitive than others, but a lot of us in the room are ultra, uber competitive with our teams. Let's be honest. I mean, if we wanted to, we all could be talking shit to each other on a 10 out of 10 level, but that wouldn't probably make anything better. Us just going aggro on each other with our teams and how much we love our players and our teams. We know better, Shotgun set, 3rd down and 14. Picked! Intercepted. I know you are, because I a lot of what you are, I am as well. We're very similar. We definitely put other people first, but we are very emotional, and we love the things that we love, to a T. I get it, man. We're uber competitive, man. 1. Wow. Unbelievable. And then, it does make me angry that I, potentially could lose. I've never been 13-1. I've never, had this type of effort, put in on top of not having any big serious injuries. I mean, obviously Herbert and Mark Andrews, went down, but I didn't really have a lot of the things that have happened to me in the past. And the draft was great. Picked up a lot of good guys to help me through. And I mean, I was projected to win the league. Sarah in the very beginning of the league was projected to get first. And then it took me about a month to get to a point where I could upgrade my roster, where they flipped it. And the AI said that they thought my team was going to win based off the depth from top to bottom. You know what I mean? But that shows you she could be first, she could be second. I could be first, she could be second, or vice versa. And, there's a chance where we're both not even in the championship. How cruel is that? But again, it's going to be great for you and Jake if you end up getting in. But I mean, I need to be bitter, man. If I was going to win a championship, and you have to understand this NWSF Fantasy Football League, I've done it for 4 years, and you would think with my knowledge and passion, I would have won it at least once by now. I haven't even won yet. I've gotten screwed in the playoffs every year. It's like, how many times in a row do I got to have the best record, right? Give up the least amount of points, or top 2 and giving up the least. And then something always happens in that second week or that first week in the playoffs. Not good. Not good. I know. And Lazard put up 11, like 11.1, because your boy is fucking spying. I spy on all your guys' shit. Everyone that's on your guys' fantasy roster, anyone that you got on the bench, all the moves that you guys make, I'm on top of that with a fucking microscope, I just, dude, Shep is so competitive. He wants this like more than anything on planet Earth. You know, he's like, oh, Braves win a World Series, Atlanta Falcons, Super Bowl, his basketball team, championship. No, he's like, oh, dog, gotta beat this motherfucker. I gotta try to beat him and then beat Jake and then win the championship. Because winning in fantasy is difficult. I don't give a fuck who you are. It's not something that's easy. Some people, it means more to others. Some people, they just, it's just for fun. But when there's hundreds or thousands of dollars involved in certain leagues, it's more than that, Damn. First down and 10. Shotgun set. Herbert. Get rid of it, dude. Oh, it's 12 noon. You know what time it is? Time for a Colt sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. Go Ducks. Guess who? DeForest Buckner. Go Ducks. The flow of the game is totally opposite than what you thought it was going to be. Like now, like they're running the ball more. There's more sack lunches. There's more interceptions. You know what I mean? But it's the first fucking quarter. But the way the flow of the game, it's definitely leaning more towards my favor. But, you don't have to get a whole lot to beat me. It's not like you have to get like 17 where it's like you're really banking on like 90 yards and a touchdown and extra. It's like Jake in the building. What to do? One tackle, one pick by my guy, Derwin James. Not LeBron James, but Derwin James. Love him. I know Tampa was looking at him, but we didn't draft him because of injury concerns. There we go, Herbert. First down, Oregon Ducks. First down, Chargers. First down, Herbert. First down, Keenan Allen. Nice job. Love me some Keenan Allen. I love a lot of the Charger players. I feel that he might have dropped that. That might have hit the ground. That's not a catch. That's not a catch. That's not a catch. Incomplete. Incomplete. Come on, man. Incomplete. What's a catch and what's not a catch? Can we keep some clarity? God, that angle actually looked like kind of a catch. But the other two angles look like no catch. I don't know what the hell you do. Hey, it might be destiny. Shep is pacing right now. Shep is, because he knows if I somehow make it to the championship, of course, Jake, could easily beat me, just like Sarah could have easily beaten me. But hundreds of hours, I must have clicked on fucking like 4,000 fucking buttons in the last like maybe month and a half. Players, your bench, guys that are on the wire from every position, even defense, kickers, looking up all the stats, looking up how much they've done in the last month, like just brutal cruelty to, get screwed. But that's why there is a little bit of luck involved, and it's the matchups. It's really what it comes down to. If the team, you got this amazing all-star team, right? But if they have tough matchups, fuck, dude, I got all red, right, in the first week, and I put up 140. Now I had some green and some neutral, and I can't even get close to that number. So everything up is down, down is up. It's like we're watching Stranger Things. We think we know football, and we try to put our guys in the best position, but ultimately the sports gods are like, okay, well, this is what it's going to be. And sometimes you get extremely lucky, and sometimes you get extremely unlucky. So on that third angle, but in the first two angles, it looked like there was a little movement. So what do we call that? We call that a catch? Right. But even for like us, like fans that we consider ourselves more hardcore than the average NFL fan. Like there's, NFL fans that'll watch, their games, or maybe their games only, or they'll watch, other games, but they don't really pay attention. They don't really know the names of all the players, like maybe, some of the top quarterbacks and running backs and receivers, like for average fans and whatnot. But for a lot of us, it's like we try to know like everybody, everybody in the league. Or if it's not everybody in the league, a good chunk of the people in the league. So Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Odin's son being Odin. Odin being Odin. Odin's son being an Odin child. Thank you, brother. $10 holla. Incomplete. See? See? What's a catch and what's not a catch? Odin, thank you for the dono. $10 holla. $10 holla. See? I knew you did, because this is a big deal. You know, I'm always going to work the hardest out of anyone in the league. Whatever league I'm in, there's no one that is going to outwork me, you know, based off NFL, you know, stats, film, coverage, and fantasy. It's just not going to happen. You know what I mean? No one is insane enough to be putting in 16-hour days out of a 24-hour day based off their craft or, you know, but that's where I am, you know, and I expect to fucking, you know, I don't expect to win every year, you know, but I expect to at least, you know, to be in the championship, you know, have that opportunity. If it's not every year, but, you know, once in a while, you got to go for third, I guess, but, almost blocked. That motherfucker was about to have a parade in his hotel room. He's all fucking before work and shit. Just fucking down. Right? You know? Busting out the champagne, fucking just screaming out the window and shit. I won. What did you win? Fantasy. Oh, man. Love you guys. Yeah, but you're not average with NASCAR and fucking college football. You're extreme, like sports fanatics, you know, that level. And that's why I love you, because we need people that are sports fanatics on everything. Like that person that's never going to miss a NASCAR race unless an emergency. You know, that person that's going to watch those baseball games or watch college football games, and not just watch your own team, Alabama, but you're keeping up with the good teams. And sometimes you get bored and you'd rather watch, Army Navy, if that's the only thing on, compared to maybe some crap football game. And I don't blame you. You know, sometimes the camaraderie, the band, the cheerleaders, the effort, you know, it's something about college ball. It's really special. People don't really appreciate it, I feel. Also, they have a lot of shitty matchups throughout the year, and that's why people don't get interested unless you're hardcore like us. Nick Foles, get rid of it. Wow, Nick Foles was running like he was 80 right there. Do you see him? I don't know if I've ever seen someone run slower in 2 yards on in the history of the planet Earth than him. He hiked it. He took a couple steps. He said, my back, my neck, my back. Took a couple like granny or grandpa steps and then just like stopped. He's like, please don't. The play's over. Let me go. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, obviously, if I'm moving pieces, right, on my roster, right? Obviously, if I drop someone, that doesn't mean that they suck. It's just maybe I'm game planning for something different. I never pick up anybody throughout the year that sucks. You know, it's 12 noon. You know what time it is. Time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. Kenneth Murray Jr.
To his standard. He gets beat, and then you've got the pressure up inside with Murray, and it's a jailbreak on Big Foles.
Let me know what I can do for pictures for y'all. I'm not sure if Odin Son's got to go, but just let me know. And I got you. Okay. Kenneth?
Yard return by DeAndre Carter. Flag over there near the spot where Carter went out of bounds. In green lips, you see holding. let's just make the call. Come on.
During the return, holding Los Angeles number 36. 10-yard penalty for the spot the foul. First down.
That's Jasir Taylor, the rookie corner from Wake Forest, who is guilty of the hold, and there it is with Ashton Doolin trying to get away. They have a chance to get good field position and back them up a little bit. Still not bad, but see whether or not the Chargers can get a little bit of something going offensively. You mentioned that, the interceptions last week didn't work with any points. Took to the end of the ball game in order to come away with a win. But he's got his full arsenal, as we pointed out.
Tonight's drives: punt, interception, punt. Beautiful. There's a live look at Shep here in the hotel room, celebrating a victory over me in the fantasy playoffs. Herbert, nice catch. First down, Chargers, move the chains. It's like, Shep, dude, don't you got to go to work? It doesn't matter. Fantasy. First down, Chargers. Nice play by Keenan Allen. First down and 10. Herbert, halfback toss. Oh, good defense. That's one thing that you've noticed right out of the gates, that the Colts are actually putting effort on the defense, because they know, it's like, not only are they playing for their pride, their position, and, showing the coaches next year, obviously with Shaq Leonard, Darius Leonard injured, like, we already know things are going to be much different. And if you get like CJ Stroud next year on top of some more pieces, the Colts could definitely win the AFC South next year or the year after. But you got to be able to show some effort even when things suck. If you're going to be bad, you're going to find a way to lose anyways. But that doesn't mean you can't make it interesting or make some big plays. End of the first quarter, 0-0. It's a barn burner. Live look into Shep in his hotel room. And there's Shep pretending that he's stone cold stunning me after the victory, right? Shep is stone cold. I apparently am Kevin Owens in this photo. I love you, brother. Oh, man. Shep is his drinking. Celebration, bitches.
To offend, can't be honest. That's Thomas Paine, a leader in the American Revolution. CarShield, America's most trusted auto protection company, spells out what's protected in coverage plans for your vehicle. If your vehicle is out of warranty, all you have to do is call before your car breaks down. CarShield preserves your right to save on repairs or replacements for major parts and systems, while protecting your freedom to choose your mechanic or dealer.
Shep's got it all fancy in the room, looking out like into the snow or into the distance, looking into the weather. Just fucking just can't wait to fucking shoot him. Yeah. Oh, baby.
Protect yourself from the unprecedented rise in cost for parts and repairs. Call now to save money with your price lock guarantees. Call 800-430-9719. 800-430-9719. 800-430-9719.
Man, oh man.
Ribs, chocolate cake. And the only thing standing in my way, the garbage can.
Dude, this is a bad idea. You're gonna get sick. You need pumpkin.
I love pumpkin.
It's not food, it's pet insurance. So when you get hurt or sick and you need expensive medicine or surgery...
Pet insurance from Pumpkin can help. Great. How do I get pumpkin?
You don't. Your human does. Tell them to go to pumpkin.care and do it now, because you need to get it before you need it.
That was a fun first quarter. 5 first down, 4 punts, 3 interceptions, 2 successful challenges, no third down conversions, and a punt.
First quarter offense, beautiful. NFL, that's its very peak. Second down and 11, but I love my boy Herbert, though. I'll give you that, man. I can watch Herbert. I mean, like I said, just being able to be front row and watching him in Eugene, I'm always, that's always going to be my number one that's not on Tampa Bay. I'm always going to root for him to be like the best Oregon Duck ever. Like, we got to root that somehow he makes it to a Super Bowl and wins, or at least a Super Bowl opportunity, whether it be with the Chargers or a different team. But, we just got to have at least somebody we can be proud of here at Oregon. 3rd down and 7. And I will endlessly support him. And he's an awesome dude off the field. I mean, he's a class act. He's never going to get in trouble. Really good guy off the field, and I can respect the hell out of that. I'm not going to root for some fucking crazy ass. Herbert. Check down. Joshua Palmer. 1st down, Chargers.
Yeah, I mentioned Joshua Palmer earlier coming into this game and what he has meant to this team. And when you've been without
I do remember when he was stunning Steve Austin with blonde hair. I do. It's funny, too, because ECW had him and WCW had him. And even though he had straps, he had like belts, and some recognition. People ultimately said that you're not going to be anything. And then, him and Vince came up with like the character, the middle finger, drinking beer, hating the boss. And look what it turned into. Oh, it's 12 noon. You know what time it is? Time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, my. Okay. All right, Colts defense. I see you. Nice speed right there, too. Yeah, they got to spend time. I mean, you can already tell, who's tight, either through social media or if you just know about the player. Herbert. I mean, like I said, I've seen like all different types of quarterbacks come through Oregon. Some that are loved, some that are hated, some that are kind of somewhere in between. But I mean, Herbert, like I said, after getting Marcus Mariota, I think a lot of the Duck fans failed to realize that after Mariota won the Heisman, he wasn't better than Herbert. Herbert was the better quarterback. He might have not won the Heisman, but it seems like when you win the Heisman, you don't end up being good in the NFL anyway, for most of the quarterbacks. And Mariota hit his ceiling. He's not going to really get a whole lot better, and he's got injury issues. Herbert has a chance to be a top 5, quarterback in this generation. And, obviously compete with Burrow and Mahomes and Josh Allen, and that's exciting. That's going to be the league for the next 10 years, those 4 guys. And Herbert's at a disadvantage out of all the guys, too, on being able to get further because he doesn't have good coaching, good play calling, and he's got an injury curse. I feel bad for the guy. It's like, fuck, I want the Chargers to be good, but something's got to change. Maybe Sean Payton. Sean Payton and Herbert, that would be special, just like Sean Payton and Dak. 1st down and 10. Herbert, hands off. Short gain. Yeah, but just the clothing, and the mannerisms, and then also pretty much like, going against your boss. If you're going to be able to get into middle finger, matchups and screaming and yelling, and you actually get to beat each other up. I mean, obviously that's why it was such a identifiable character in wrestling, and that's why it got over, especially with the glass breaking. I mean, and Steve was great on the mic. He's not only was a fantastic wrestler, but his mic skills were top notch. Rocks were a little bit better overall for talent, but Stone Cold was a animal. I mean, those were the best times in wrestling of all time. That feud is one of the best of all time. Not many are ever going to touch that, because you're going to get guys that are good in the ring, but how often are you going to get 2 legends that are that great on the mic that can just verbally assassinate each other on the mic, either being silly or just shit talking and just be entertaining every time? Very rare. 1st down and 10. And you guys know it too. Herbert. Hands off. Eckler. Nice run. It looks like we're going to get a tutty.
Pick up 7 yards there with Eckler, and can they give it to him again or run the football, or what exactly
I got to check some cash apps here after the score because dog is a slow dog when the fantasy's on the line. Mike with a dono. Handoff. Eckler. Come on, baby. For metal. That's what I'm talking about. What are we doing for metal? You got to give me some suggestions so that way we get it correct. Yeah, baby. $6.66. And he said, for metal, baby. Appreciate you. Bang, bang. Boom, boom. Bang, bang. Herbert. First down, Chargers. Bang, bang. Boom, boom. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. There we go. 37. That's good, Hondo. Jameson, thank you for retweeting the stream out. Handoff to touchdown, Austin Eckler, which we knew was coming at some point or another. Nice job. But you got to be impressed with that Colts defense that it took them this long to get in the fucking end zone. So, I mean, anyone that wants to this Colts team is so terrible. Well, look at the weapons that the Chargers have. They have one of the best sets of weapons at running back, wide receiver, quarterback in the league. O-line could be better. They've had some injuries, but shout out to the Colts defense. Extra point is up, and it's good. Could be much worse right now. Chargers. 7-0, Chargers are up. I know it's fun. Like I was trying to explain to my my stepmom and my dad. I try to because they don't watch the show. Even my friends, they supposedly are my friends. Oh yeah, I know who watches. I know who shares. I have stats and analytics and everything. And so, but usually for the people that do watch or people like Marcos and stuff like an OG. Yeah, I mean, being able to do the photos for the mental health and, we can do it for donos. It doesn't even have to be strictly just for donos. It could just be based on what we're talking about, and bringing that, to the stream is a huge game changer. And I feel that other people will copy that type of style down the road. But like I said, we are the original, often imitated, never duplicated. So it's always going to be our vibe, with getting our style of photos, because everyone's personality is different. But we need some metal. So you need to be able to give me some examples here, Mike. And I need some metal options, and then I'll look it up, and then I got you.
Is in the Caesar Sportsbook app with Caesar's rewards, the more you play, the more stuff you earn, and they have fast payouts because Caesar is the man. Yes! Is that a thing? How is that even possible? Nice job, coach.
All right. I have to be quick to the trigger.
So where were we? Only 4 teams remain. One looking to defend their crown, the others looking to take it. Soon they would take part in an epic playoff battle for the right to call themselves national champions. Now soon.
ESPN's Monday Night Football brought to you by Progressive, the right call to protect your home and car. Last week, the Colts players participated in their annual Caroling with the Colts, visiting Riley Hospital for Children. Chargers also brought the holiday spirit to their
Slayer!
third grade students at Mayo Elementary School in Compton with new bicycles. So it's the season of giving, and the Colts got in on that fun.
Yeah, I really like the metal and the rock and just like I think artist photos because unless you're like a 15-year-old male or female in a bedroom, you're probably not having a lot of pictures of that type of stuff like around you where you can see it. So it's just kind of nice, where if you had some stuff of your favorite bands or singers or rappers or artists, like in your bedroom way back in the day or back whenever you had a place that had that. I think it's just nice to be able to look at that because how often do people just like surf the net to look at pictures of their favorite rock band or metal band? I don't think that's a thing. You know what I mean? So when we end up showing it, it's nice, and then it will give you like a brainstorm. You're like, oh man, it's like, dude, they look awesome in this photo. I need to listen to some of their music later. And then that helps with the mental health. 7-0 Chargers. Hand off to Zach Moss. Hit him with the spin cycle. Whirlpool, but there's a flag on the play. Holding on the O-line. Yeah, we can do some corn. I got some Slayer stuff.
Second to last in the league on yards picked up on first down, but backed up here with that hold, which will bring the ball back.
Oh, they're not keeping Matt Ryan. There's no possibility on planet Earth that no one's going to want Matt Ryan. I mean, you already saw what you're going to see. And even if you have an elite O-line, elite running game, elite defense, there's a billion options that are better if you already got, that's not the leadership factor part is over. You know what I mean? When you get to a certain point in your career, the leadership thing that like, you're old, but you're a vet, but they know that you might be like borderline Hall of Fame. But if you start playing shitty ball, and the arm strength starts to go, not a lot of teams are going to, they would rather just go through a rookie, or go somewhere else. And I'm hoping the Colts get like a CJ Stroud or a good player like that. They deserve it. It'd be really cool to be able to have like an Andrew Luck all over again hype where we can actually get excited to watch Colts games. And after Brady leaves, I need something like that because I don't think Kyle Trask is that. He's from Florida from a couple years ago, and I don't think he's the man. So. And even you would be struggling with Stroud, but at least it would be exciting. That you're not going to necessarily like maybe be a playoff team right away, but depending on like who else you brought in, I mean, at least you're going to have fun football on offense to watch. Defense will be there, and then Jonathan Taylor healthy, then you have a, something special possibly. Because if you think about it, if the O-line returns to being what we expect, the defense is with Darius Leonard, Shaq Leonard. He's awesome. Taylor's healthy and awesome. They get some draft picks and free agents, and they get CJ Stroud. I mean, is it really that crazy to think if all that happened, that maybe they could be 10 win team next season? I don't think that's too ridiculous to think. I mean, even though there will be games where they struggle, rookie quarterbacks always struggle. Unless they don't go that route, but. False start on Paris Campbell.
He's not, but it shouldn't matter when you're a wide receiver. I mean, you're watching the ball. You shouldn't even be really paying attention to what he's saying at the line of scrimmage so much.
But what about his confidence, though? Is it shot? I mean, he used to be a guy that could get 50, 60, 70 balls and have an opportunity to be a game changer. And we thought that maybe he could be a top 10 tight end with promise to get all the way as high as 6, 7, or 8 if he was like the man. Oh, Pittman got the football. Oh, Pittman with a concussion. His helmet's off. The headband moved. They're like, oh, we got to take him out of the game. Shepard just go crazy. But, Gesicki under the right system maybe, but I'm kind of concerned about like mentally where he's at. And Derwin James. Derwin James. Derwin James is like working for me. He's like, oh, O-Dog needs to win in fantasy. Give me your helmet. I'll rip off your head. He's like, O-Dog needs to win this. Damn, Derwin, I didn't know we were like that. Fucking you going to bat for me. You my boy, huh? He's like, shit. I'm trying to enter that motherfucker, he said. My God. I don't necessarily need that way to win. Zach Moss, nice aggressive run. $264.34 to $258.9.
He's able to take out Derwin James just enough and allow him to get more yardage. Derwin there thought he was going to be able to come up and fill that hole, but right now, looking at this game, at least in the first half, they've obviously been heavy run under Jeff Saturday.
Second down and 2. Oh! Oh, man. Is that targeting? Jeez. Motherfucker's trying to end people tonight. Damn. Oh, he popped the shit out of him. Motherfucker trying to end people, huh? It's like the apocalypse. The apocalypse is coming. I'm surviving. You're not. Pow! Oh shit! He did get him in the shoulder. I mean, he launched himself into the shoulder. Like watch here. Damn. Disqualified, dog. He said, I launched my shit. Bow! That's like that Sean Taylor hit. Rest in peace, Sean Taylor, when he went against like the kicker in the Pro Bowl and he fucking threw him back. Like, dude, that's the type of football. I mean, I know we have the CTE and the concussion thing and brain damage and people, mental health and all that, but this is the type of fucking football I grew up watching, enjoying. I don't like people having fucked up brain things after, but, when you grew up in the 70s, 80s, or 90s, this is a staple of what we were used to. Like, that wasn't even that bad. I mean, we used to get guys get fucking clothesline, elbow dropped. I mean, fucking crazy shit. I mean, that was a big fucking hit, but, I mean, you don't even really see big hits anymore. Not like that. Incomplete. And obviously, for the safety purpose of it, I get it. We don't want people fucking just, messing this up. Just trying to make a big hit, like, for your legacy or whatever. That one big play that guy made. And then concussions. A lot of those guys, they get way too many of them too. So seriously. Yeah, I was hoping that Derwin wasn't going to get ejected. I mean, one of the best players at his position, always exciting, but I don't know what he was on today, but just trying to injure people, I guess. I mean, dude, we need you. You're like, okay, if you're a Charger fan, dude, we're 8-6, and most of the time you're fucking hurt, and we suck because you're not there, and we make excuses because you're not there, and then you're there now, right? And it's like the most pivotal game. At this point, you're 8-6. I mean, you need to keep winning here. You're not like the best in the AFC. This is should be a winnable game. Easy. And then you do that, and now they don't have him. Interesting stuff, man. You never know what's going in a player's head. Sometimes it's not about the team, it's about where they're at. Nick Foles. Looks like Nick Foles, huh? Come on, Nick. Chase McLaughlin.
In all the areas that Indianapolis has, so had some penalties here and got the ball down into this position to at least try to cover.
4th down and 6, a 46-yard attempt for Chase McLaughlin. Snap is up, kick is up, and it's good. (7-3) Chargers. Derwin, why? Oh, now we got to get some like Slayer and some other photos here.
Bravo! We're buying a treadmill? You use the Quicksilver card from Capital One. It's simple. No annual fee and unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase, every way. That makes you the hero of every purchase. Heroes don't take the stairs. There's a parachute.
There's a cool Pantera one.
What's in your wallet?
Pantera 94.
Let's get some more analysis on that, Chuck.
Yeah, Sarah, that was something like, you know, like Christmas was bad. Like he got some bad information. Like someone told him to invest in a bunch of like Bitcoin or NFTs, and he just fucking lost like $1 million. He's like, what the fuck did I listen to you for? Well, you shouldn't have listened to them, because if you're going to invest in money, you invest in gold and you invest in sports cards if you know what you're doing. PSA, BGS cards, graded. If you know how to work that, you can make money there. And that's good investment stuff. Especially if you're like, oh, Kobe Bryant rookie. Like, it's not going to go down in value. You just got to be able to know which one to buy and not overpay, and you can make some investments there. And then gold. You don't do any of that Bitcoin or NFT shit. That's what you're going to be losing a lot of money if you be doing that. A lot of money. I mean, it's always, if you're smart about your money and you don't put all your money in one spot, you can always experiment. It's not like I'm saying people haven't made money on like Bitcoin or NFTs, but NFTs is kind of a scam. The Bitcoin, at least there's something there where you can actually like get your money back. You know what I mean? But with like the NFT stuff, you could buy one, like some fucking smoking gorilla ape or whatever, right? And then you're like, oh, I just bought this for, 2,000 as an investment, right? All these other ones are ones are going for a lot. These celebrities got them. All these people got it. I got mine, right? And then all of a sudden you try to sell it. And then when you sell it, you can only get like a quarter of what you paid for. That's what a lot of these people are having to deal with. Like they paid $2,000, and then by the time, they try to sell because they're desperate for money, they get like $600 back. That's not a good deal. Put in like a couple grand, and then all of a sudden it's like maybe a fraction of that. Like, no Super Bowl Nick Foles.
From this game is contact that is unnecessary. You got other options to hit a player somewhere other than the neck and the head area. And the fact that James makes
7-3. Oh yeah, baby, 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 baby. 7-3 Chargers.
Check in with Lisa.
Yeah, Joe, the coach just told us that Ashton Dolan is back in the locker room being evaluated for a possible head injury, and they hope to have an update.
Oh, make me lose my mind, he said. When the DMX comes on, everything gets fucking serious. You could be like the biggest like nerd. You could be like the poser. You could be anybody. You could be gangster, poser. You could be nerd, a car guy. That DMX comes on. Everyone is vibing in the same fucking way. His music is straight energy music. It's like Little John, but like you can listen to it longer. Usually when like Little John stuff, like the guy got some old school E40 stuff where you can listen to Little John, but now it's like after Little John had his time, it's like those songs are only like once in a while, but I feel with like DMX stuff, that's like you can listen to that over and over. And I mean, a lot of us grew up with that. It's dark as hell and hell is hot. That CD is so clean. You can listen to that from front to back. And then The Blood Is My Blood, the second one. I mean, that's what I listened to when I was growing up. I mean, I'm kind of a hip hop rap aficionado, but anyone that knows DMX, I mean, those are it, especially that first one. Herbert. Herbert to Joshua Palmer.
Yeah, you watch Justin Herbert and so many times, you see him be able to create plays off schedule, get outside the pocket for his size. You mentioned it earlier, the way that he's able to move.
Second down and 7 on the Chargers 28-yard line. Herbert, baby. God, can Herbert just get coaching for once and just like a team that like doesn't get hurt? They have the worst luck out of any team that I've ever watched in 4 professional sports: NBA, NHL, MLB, NFL. I have never seen a team continuously have like championship talent, but every year they can't stop the run and all their guys get fucking hurt. It's just unbelievable bad luck. And it's not like they've had Drew Brees, they've had Phillip Rivers, they have Justin Herbert. It's not like they are lacking talent. 3rd down and 5. But some of the coaches have been dum-dums. I'll tell you that. Herbert, nice catch. Keenan Allen, 1st down. Bolts. Bolt up is what they say. Bolt up. I see you, Keenan. Hashtag bolt up. I got some friends that are Charger fans. I got friends that are pretty much fans of almost every team in the league. Some are going to be closer to me than others, though. But I love me some Keenan. Great player. Fantastic. I mean, he can shit talk with the best of them, but route running, there's not very many that are better than him. And there's a lot of intelligent circles that think he might be the best. I mean, there's a lot of great route runners that are in the league. There's, him and about 3 other guys that you could all debate on. Diggs is very good as well. And Jay Jetta. I mean, there's a lot of great route runners. But most people, if Keenan is healthy, he's normally the number 1 guy. And that's why it's crazy to me that the number 1 route runner can't get love to be even considered maybe the 5th best receiver. Like, people don't even want to give him that title. Same thing with like Mike Evans. Even Diggs gets more love than those 2. But I guess if you're with the Bills and Josh Allen, it's a popularity contest. Shotgun set, Herbert. Eckler. Oh, look at Eckler. Ooh.
97 catches for Austin Eckler to lead this team by a mile. With 2-minute warning, 7-3 game. 2nd down.
I mean, I'm always going to give a different type of perspective on football than I think anybody else. Everyone sees the game a little differently, but I'm giving you kind of the opposite spectrum where everyone watches offense. I'm watching defense. Everyone watches the ball. I'm like focusing on the O-line and the D-line and, watching how people move on defense. And I'm all still able to watch, the people with the ball, and I definitely like the play calling and the coaching and the analytical side of it a lot more than most people, because you can really predict a lot of things if you can get to know like who's running it. How are they running it? Are they fucking smart? Or are they stupid? Like, are they predictable? Are they vanilla? Like,
Some people get it, and some people can get it bad.
no Super Bowl Nick Foles. No.
Maybe because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease.
All right, man. I'll still be here. Matt Payton, probably going to go leave and eat some Hawaiian food. Delicious.
Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can
That'll be that weather. I mean, just imagine growing up, like you just live in Hawaii. You're just like, we're born there. It's like, why would you even leave? It's like, oh, you want to go to the other lower 48? Why? I mean, I guess if people are adventurous, but I mean, when you're getting those type of views and that type of culture and that type of food, I know a lot of people probably are born there and a lot of them probably don't leave. A lot of them just kind of stick around. But I know shit can get really expensive there though too. Import, export, expensive. Yeah, well, it's just like the Tampa Bay game, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's like pulling teeth. I actually, this has like interceptions and a little bit more flair. I'm actually more interested in watching Herbert than even watching my own team. I don't even really enjoy watching my own team. Like when my team sucks that bad and I know it's like everyone wants to pull their hair out, poke their eyes out. And, you have to just admit that they are one of the worst teams to watch out of all the teams in the NFL. They are like it's like almost unwatchable football. I mean, let's just be honest. But then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, right after watching unwatchable football for 3.5, Brady has like a drive or two, and then sometimes we squeak out these wins. But I'm not saying it was a fun watch. I mean, it's like the ugliest thing that you could possibly look at. Like I'm looking at this over, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't even know how to. And then Buck fans can't even get excited after the win because it was just such an ugly win that we can't even get excited anymore. Like, do we want to make the playoffs? Do we want to get draft position? Yes. Does it matter if we go? Why? Because we have Brady. It has to be like that. Like, fuck that. I mean, there's other teams that deserve it. I want to see Seattle in. I want to see some other teams in. 3rd down and 1. My time will come again. Halfback toss. Lateral back to Herbert. Oh! Tiptoe with my Jordans. Touchdown! Chargers. And that's why he might be the best route runner in the game. Tiptoeing in my Jordans. Tiptoeing in my Jordans. Okay. Almost stayed in bounds. I was going to say, it looked like he stepped. This is a good play right here. Let's see where he stepped out. Where did he step out? Right there? Like the 3rd step? Might have been like the 3rd step. Let's look. Nice catch. Right there. Right there. Right? 3rd step. Not that one. It must have been that 3rd step. Right there. There's 2 steps there. 2 of them. One early and one late. So, I mean, you got to be looking down. I mean, I know he's trying to hold his balance, but. Dude, I know, man. I mean, like I said, that's why I have so much sympathy, for teams that normally are not very good. It's like, I'm never going to be on a high horse with Brady and Gronk. It's like, dude, I went through 12 years of garbage football of winning 1 to 5 games a year. That's not fun, to go 12 years of misery, So I'm eternally grateful, but I never thought, honestly, that I was going to win. I never thought I was going to end up winning. Another Super Bowl after 37 against the Raiders, with Derek Brooks and Warren Sapp and John Lynch and Rondé Barber, Simeon Rice and Mike Allstott and Keyshawn Johnson and Keenan McCardell and Joe Juravicius and Michael Pittman and Brad Johnson and Booger McFarland and Monty Kiffin, John Gruden, Shelton Quarles, Brian Kelly. Need I say more? Dexter Jackson. Yeah, we're fans of all teams, man. Mike is Saints. I'm Bucks. Shep is Falcons. I mean, at least, you got to be real instead of bouncing around from team to team like some people do, I mean, like I said, sometimes it's tough to stick with the team when it's just a garbage product. And then you got to be able to see like a light at the end of the tunnel. Like if the team sucks and they're going to suck for a few years, show me like at least at some point that you're going to take it serious. And that at some point, maybe we could be a playoff team again. And I know some franchises are like, well, they try to fool their fan base, but now it looks like the Jags and the Lions and the Jets are starting to get good. And that makes my heart happy. I mean, if my team sucks for a while, so be it. But it's just nice to be able to see teams like the Lions, like be fun, They're fun to watch. They deserve it. I like their colors. I've always liked Barry Sanders and Megatron like a lot. So it's like anytime I see them, Herman Moore, like I root for them. I like watching them. I mean, they could always get someone better than Jared Goff. I think we can all agree to that, but he's actually better than people think also on the flip side. Eckler, 1st down, Chargers. I mean, I would take Jared Goff in Tampa if that says anything. I mean, that's limited. You're only going to get so much, but I mean, to get a guy that's like a top 15 quarterback, I mean, with upside to get maybe to top 12, 13 if you play well. I mean, not everyone's going to be able to get a top 5 quarterback. I mean, they're locked in, Oh, Finley's Panthers. Yeah, see? I mean, NFC South fans, we can all fucking get all ornery with each other. And, there's definitely going to be some dislike. But, a lot of times, gosh, I mean, especially this year, if we've ever been able to sympathize a little, like, goddamn, we all suck. And there's no one can say anything. Like, no one's be like, no one can brag. There's no bragging. Like, it's just disgusting how bad the AFC and NFC South both are. But at least the Jags are exciting. So at least we got one team out of like 8 that is like, I can watch the Jags play football. That might be the only team out of the 8 that I can actually watch. I mean, of course, I can see the Saints and the Falcons and Panthers. I enjoy NFC South football, but you just want a team that actually is playing some good football. I saw that. That's tough. I mean, especially if Lane is not able to come back. That definitely opens the door for like the Niners and the Cowboys and the Vikings. But again, this is Philadelphia, next man up. So even though that does look bad, I mean, you got to think the AFC teams all have holes in their defense. Bills, Chiefs, Bengals. So no one's got a good D. So as long as you just fucking get there and you have a well-balanced offense and defense, Niners, Eagles, Cowboys, maybe they have a chance to actually do the unthinkable, beat the AFC powerhouse, with the elite quarterback. Herbert, I mean, the Bucks and the Rams, we've won it with defense. So, through his fingers, incomplete. That's just me being real. You know what I mean? I don't have to be a fan of a certain team, but as I look at the team, there's still so much depth that those are detrimental, right? But you could still be better than the other NFC teams because you guys are good. You guys don't have a lot of weaknesses, Like if it's in Philadelphia and Jalen is playing, I don't know if anyone can win besides San Fran because they're battle tested on the road. No one else. Cowboys wouldn't be able to win on the road. But if the game is in Dallas, then we know Niners and Philly could lose in Dallas because Dallas and Dallas, anything is possible. That's an example there. Niners can win at home or the road. And Vikings don't have a defense, so I'm not sure what I feel about that. Eckler, good defense by the Colts. I mean, if there's anything that I've focused on even more this year than others is that obviously we don't have very many good teams. So I got to focus extra on every good team that I think that's a Super Bowl contender, which is only, I believe right now in my eyes, there's only 5 Super Bowl contending teams right now to me. It's going to be the Bills. It's going to be the Chiefs, the Bengals, and then on the NFC side, the Eagles and the Niners. That's it. Everyone else, you have to prove it to me. Including Minnesota and Dallas, that you can actually win a playoff game and the coaching and play calling can be there. I don't trust you yet. You're not trustworthy yet to me. But if you do those things, people will start believing in Dallas in the playoffs, whether they get Sean Payton or not, and as long as Dan Quinn doesn't leave. But the Chiefs, Bills, and Bengals all have holes on their defense. All their defenses are good, but they have shown weaknesses at times. If you can find the weakness and exploit it, you can beat those teams. They're not unbeatable this year, and then the NFC teams have the better defense. Eagles, Cowboys, Niners, offense, elite top 3 defense. And top 3 defense can beat an elite quarterback. Kick is up by Dicka the Kicker, and it's good. Halftime. Let me know what photos you want me to pull up that I owe, and then we'll do those. You guys just let me know. All right, 10-3. Where are we going photo-wise? I love Sean Payton. I think if Sean Payton goes to the Chargers, that could be a huge, huge move for them. But Dallas is probably where it would benefit the most. He's got past history there. And if he goes with Dan Quinn on the Cowboys, that actually could lead to a Super Bowl, an NFC Championship game berth, and damage and being a dynamic duo, as being a top coordinator and a top 5 coach in the same team. You know what I mean? So I'm just looking at different options. And yeah, the Niners are battle tested. It doesn't matter who their quarterback is. That's what makes them dangerous. Their quarterback is the worst piece in the entire team. So it shows you how well balanced they are. And that's why people lose to them, because they just don't need an all-star quarterback. Of course, they'd love one, but they just need a guy that just doesn't fumble and doesn't throw pick sixes, and they can win by just running the ball and playing good D. And the Eagles are the same way. That's kind of the way they're built. But the Niners are the number 1 built team. They're built for success. I mean, once they get like the Tom Brady or like that guy, then it's, they are going to get a Super Bowl win. Isn't it crazy that it's not over yet? Maybe a lot of people thought it would have already been over, right? I don't know. Maybe the sports gods, they just want to make it interesting. They know how much I love this shit. So Yeah, but I'm getting Johnny to. I can't, do too many of them, but I've got to do the Ducks one in the North Carolina. It'll look cool, and maybe we'll be able to get a few more just college football fans, or possibly North Carolina or Oregon people, and we'll have a good time there. I just don't like Anthony Lynn, and I didn't like this guy. Like, there's certain guys that just give me a weird vibe, and like you're just not the guy. Like your play calling sucks. Your ass, like your decision making not good. Time management, like you're better than Anthony Lynn, but this is not going to get you to the promised land. This is not good enough. I don't know how everyone else feels, but that's how I feel. And then this is a wait and see. We'll see what happens. Obviously, he'll be a part of the team somehow. Gardner Minshew. So at least these two teams are playing good football, and it's because of the balance. You've got to have, that defense matching the offense. Of course, everyone loves touchdowns, but we love also? Pick sixes. We love fumbles for touchdowns, big hits. We like the extra stuff. It's not always a run or a catch for a touchdown that excites. I know for me, pick sixes and fumbles for touchdowns, punt return, kick return for that to me is more exciting than a lot of the offensive touchdowns, unless it's like some fucking insane beast mode run or catch or big old fucking 61 yada. 11-0 in one score games, Vikings. Purdy. So Purdy playing good football. Talk about third stringers. There's not a lot of third stringers that can play amazing football. And he was Mr. Irrelevant. He was the last pick in the draft, round 7, the last. So it shows you how elite the Niner coaching staff is. They literally can put anyone off the street at quarterback, and the guy's going to be throwing for a couple touchdown passes. And like, you can have a guy that's the last. You can have first round pick. It don't matter. Like, here's what you do. You hand the ball off. Okay. Don't fumble it. Okay. And then every once in a while, we're going to ask you to make a short throw. Can you do that? Yeah, I can do that. That's all they don't ask them, bro, we need you to get 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. They're never going to ask the quarterback that, ever. But one day, once they get their beast mode QB, that's when that will start running, as if it's a dynasty. But we'll have to wait to see if they get one. That's the type of shit that I look at, as far as like play calling and coaching. Like, so are they that fucking good that they literally could put anyone there and have success? And I think the answer is almost yes. You have to have some type of skill set, but you can still put low round guys there. And Brock Purdy's looking like a fucking first rounder. He's got 100 completion percentage in the first 3 games. And the only other quarterback to do that in their first 3 starts is like something fucked up like Dan Marino. And that's it in the whole entire NFL. So like, if anyone's like, oh, Brock Purdy's not doing that good. Well, he actually is. How is that possible? Mr. Irrelevant, 7th rounder, is doing something that no other quarterback did, but besides Dan Marino? Really? That's the NFL for you. So you learn something new every day. All right, I need photos for y'all. Where are we going? What else do we need to see? Do we need more metal for Mike? Do we need to go down another path of like a band or something? I don't want to act like I'm, not. I want to make sure we're getting all those in. It's all you guys. I like just making sure that we work so that way I can. The more photos, the better. That's kind of how I feel.
19 playoff games for those Steelers. He had 17 touchdowns. He averaged over 100 yards a game in those 19 games from scrimmage. You may not have rooted for or against those Steelers.
Oh, spicy. Bills, Bengals. Are you kidding me? That's an AFC Championship game preview if it's not the Chiefs. And we've already seen the Bengals beat the Chiefs the last 3 times. What happens if the Bengals beat the Bills? What if the Bengals is actually the new dynasty? Everyone thought it was going to be the Bills and the Chiefs. What happens if the Bengals are actually the best team in the AFC and we've been blind the whole time? And now if they get to the Super Bowl again, what if Joe Burrow is Joe Montana? Has that ever crossed anybody? You got to think. Everyone is Mahomes, everyone is Josh Allen. But what happens if Burrow is actually the guy? I'm not saying Mahomes isn't the guy. We know Mahomes is the best quarterback, and then Josh Allen is like number 2, number 3, number 4, somewhere in there. But I think people will learn a lot this year if the Bengals make it, because if they do, they're making history and doing some like Tom Brady, Joe Montana stuff that normally quarterbacks that go to the Super Bowl. And even if they lose 2 years in a row, who cares? That shows you how elite Joe Burrow really is. And that's going to open up a lot of fucking eyes, even if they went and lost to like Philadelphia. In this, I think people are like, oh my God, Burrow. I mean, this guy, you can't, there's no like talking shit or doubting him. It's like, yeah, you would want to get the 2 wins, but if they go 2 years, it's going to be very, very interesting. That's going to definitely be spicy. That's going to tell us a lot as we're, and it's also about being hot and healthy at the right time. Who's hot and who's healthy. And whoever's hot and healthy, they don't even have to be the best team in football. It's just whoever's the best team at football for those like 2 weeks. And then, if you can sustain like nothing major injury wise, and you can just be able to run your offense, play your defense. Those are the teams that sometimes we get surprised by, like wild card teams. $5 holla, bang, 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 boom, 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 bang, bang. $5 holla. Let me know what you want to see. I got you. Appreciate you. $42, $58 to go. I'm a big Burrow guy, and I like guys that are mentally tough. He's got the swag, and obviously, he's very likable by everyone. There's not really people that hate on him. It's like people give him the respect, but I just feel like, one of my heroes growing up was Joe Montana. And if I'm going to compare Joe Montana to any quarterback, it's Joe Burrow. There's a lot of similarities there. He might not have to do a lot of running, and some guys are going to look flashier like Mahomes and Allen, but Burrow in the pocket is magic. And I think he's so mentally tough that he's already hit like a lot of rock bottom moments. And, we've seen Mahomes go back and forth, and we know he's the best. Josh Allen is peaking because the media keeps saying that the Bills are the best and they're winning the Super Bowl. That's pretty much what they've been telling us, right? The Bills are the best and Josh Allen is the best quarterback and they're winning the Super Bowl. And if we think that any team that's not Buffalo is winning the Super Bowl, or if they're, actually going to let the Philadelphia narrative ride that Philly is this good and they can win the Super Bowl. But you don't really get to hear a lot of Bengals talk, let alone Chiefs talk is up there, but Bengals is like almost non-existent. But if they end up beating the Bills, that's going to be, beating a team 2 times or 3 times in a season is extremely difficult, as we've seen. But it's if the Bengals keep winning against the top dogs, at some point you're going to start questioning yourself, like, okay, what do we have to do? Like, why is this happening? Like, we should have, and then if their O-line and defense get better, because they already got a great running back and wide receiving crew. I'm not really big on Zach Taylor. I'm not really a big fan of him. But, if they keep progressing with Joe and Joe likes him, he ain't going to get fired if they keep winning. So, yeah. We were thinking about actually doing the college football game maybe instead of that, if it's just going to be like a route and, it's just not going to be like a meaningful game. And, of course, people want to see the studs on both teams. But if there's like a bowl game, might be something better. So, all right, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. If you have time to come back and you want to look at some more pictures, come through and let me know. And I'll get you some more pictures to look at. Some dusty roads or something like that. Have a good night, bro. Yeah, and I don't know, like for me, Mahomes is at the top for me. And even though I'm a big Herbert guy, I could be like this biased Oregon Duck Herbert guy and be like Justin Herbert #1, because you know how some people would be that way. But even as hardcore as I am, I don't even have Herbert at 1. It's Mahomes, and then I think I would go Burrow if I was gonna. And then I think I would, after that, it would be between like Allen and Herbert, and obviously Allen for most people. And then I'm a Justin Herbert guy. I love him, and so everyone's going to have their own like pecking order of who they would want, if they had an option, or who they think is the best. But if you're a top 4 quarterback, that pretty much means that you are, destined for more than likely the Hall of Fame. If you're, if you can get to a Super Bowl and keep stacking chips and records and accolades, those 4 quarterbacks is going to define our era. And that's pretty exciting. I'm not sure if you're going to get anyone else that's going to match them. Every once in a while you'll get the Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts, and those other guys. But I think as far as like pure, just talent, and the ability to do things that some of the other quarterbacks have a hard time doing on a regular basis. They make look easy. Yeah, but I'm more Burrow than Josh Allen. I'm not a Josh Allen hater because I would have him probably after Burrow and then ahead of Herbert, or Herbert and Allen, I would have to have a discussion. I mean, the Herbert fan in me would be like, okay, Herbert and then Allen fourth, but I can't hate on Josh Allen. He's amazing. Like, we've seen him make throws that I don't think any other player maybe could make them. Maybe Mahomes. Like, he just very athletic, throwing across his body. I think we've seen Josh Allen make quite a few to Gabe Davis and McKenzie and Diggs where you're just like, holy shit. Like, I don't know if anyone else could have made that throw besides maybe Mahomes or maybe one other guy, maybe, or sometimes it just looks like almost a signature throw. Like, maybe only they can make it or someone else. But what do you want to see for photos? You want Iowa? What are you looking at? I'm going to make some more room. Delete some of these other ones.
Have a plan, get a ride, save lives.
But it really does show you coaching is such a big factor in the play calling. You can have, an average roster, but have great coaching and that team could go to the playoffs. So just because you have elite talent, if the coaching isn't there in the play calling, then you have results like this where your team is, at a record which should be much better. You've actually kind of gotten lucky as of late. The decision-making is usually crap. Going for 2 and going for it on 4th down is ridiculous. It's like, you're not Chip Kelly. Just a lot of frustrations there. You just want to have someone that's smart and consistent. I get it. Some people love a gunslinger that takes chances, but when you take chances and it ends up, leading to losses. I mean, how many times do you forgive the coach for that? If you start seeing a pattern that they start doing the same type of thing and you're starting to lose games that are important, that could, make a difference between making the playoffs or not. I mean, that type of shit is important. You don't let shit slide. Sometimes you need to make a change. Nathaniel Hackett, see you later. But they probably should be saying, Russell Wilson, see you later. But I love me some Joe Burrow. I think he's extremely underrated. I still think there's a lot of quarterbacks that get, more recognition, but the more wins that he puts up against the top AFC teams, and if they do get to some more Super Bowls, it's going to be hard to not notice him at that point. I mean, Chase and Higgins are great. Mixon's fantastic. I mean, shit, even avoid the Boyd. Tyler Boyd is good. Joe Burrow can make anybody. All right, 10-3.
Brandon, Justin Herbert did that early pick, but it's gone 12 for 13 since then. What do you like about the way he's responded?
He's locked in. He's going to save me my job. Fuck, man, I'm not very good at my job. I suck. I do shitty-ass play calling. I go for it when I shouldn't. But I know as long as I got Justin Herbert, I'm fucking saved for a little bit. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Fraud. Fraud alert. Fraud alert. First down at 10. Beginning of the third quarter, Herbert. Eckler. Short game. All right, I'll get you some Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow. Joey Burrow. During the commercial.
Better, but I want to see them get the ball down the field a little bit. Yeah, a little better than what they've been able to do. They still tonight, like throughout the season, they've had a hard time running the football. Offensive line, as far as pass protection goes, not bad against a group that can definitely get after the
second down and 9. Herbert, good protection. Nice throw, nice catch. First down, Chargers. Keenan Allen. Move the chains.
He does such a good job of just setting things up. Now, a lot of zone coverages we're getting from Indianapolis and sitting down right those looks and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw the football. Mike Williams, on the other hand, he hasn't gotten nearly as many of the opportunities, just 2 catches. in that game or in the first half.
Herbert.
It's on first down. Herbert steps up.
God, he's just got that fucking slinging. We got a flag on the play, probably holding on the offensive line. But, I mean, when you watch Herbert and Burrow and Allen and Mahomes throw the football, I don't know if there's anything funner, like as far as enjoyment. I mean, if you're just like not just, who cares what team they're on? If you're just watching throwers of the football, I'm not sure if there's anyone more exciting than those four. Tua at times when he's got Waddle and Tyreek. But, I mean, I feel that those four do some things that you're not going to see with the rest of the league. Of course it's a fucking hold. Damn it.
What takes away Donald Parham really a good job of getting the safety turned around. Another one of those weapons that gives them a little bit of
I like this guy right here, Joey B. And it's cool that like the Bengals are now relevant. Like, remember how for years they were just like the crap team, like no one cared. Like, it's awesome to like they are relevant. People buy Burrow and Chase jerseys, and they will for like the next 10 or 15 years. It's awesome. Herbert thrown. Is that Joshua Palmer? Come on, Joshua Palmer. Threw too a little far there.
And he gets caught looking in the backfield. Safety was in the middle of the field, so there was no chance then that the safety's a factor on this, but just one that not able to connect on the ball down the field.
I mean, I like guys that go through adversity that are built fucking tough. You know what I mean? That no matter what, they've already hit a tough moment. And so if they have another one, you're not going to feel like they're going to just give up, and they're going to bring everything, if not more, the next time around. Keenan Allen, short game. Mike Williams is like, dude, I exist, He's like, people have me in fantasy, they're counting on me. Fuck. Fantasy can be hell. 3rd and 14. Colts crowd is at least getting excited. Herbert goes down to his check down. Short of the first down marker. Yeah, Colts defense there was fantastic. Oh, Joey B.
Eventually had to go with the football and then rally the ball carrier and make the punt. Scott will punt with Dallas Flowers waiting for it. Short punt. Fair catch after 21 by Flowers.
All right, 10-3 Chargers.
First time in the second half. Down 7.
How many games have you been to? Give me the breakdown of like the baseball games and like football. I know we've talked about it sometimes like a little bit, but have you been to quite a few? Broncos have fired special teams coordinator Dwayne Stukes. Offensive line, Butch Berry. Yeah, well, they're cleaning house. I mean, they have Walmart money, so obviously they have some of the most money out there. I mean, I imagine if they could do it like legally and just give Russell Wilson like $250 million or something and just say, go away. Like you can just go somewhere else. I wonder if they could get away with it, just doing something like that, they would, I imagine. I mean, being able to start over from that would be like exactly what every fan wants. And the sad thing is I'm not sure if anyone wants him now. Like, if he like after this experiment is over, like, does he retire or does anyone else would we even consider him? Like, I mean, based on the play this year, I don't know if anyone is interested. I mean, I know all the money, man. Money. All the money.
Health is not a sprint. It's a marathon. And you know that. You got this. Nutrients for immune system support, heart health,
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, I think it's if you're a defensive coach or if you're an offensive line coach, I think if you're, one of those nitty gritty guys that really knows effort plays and how much the football means, like you don't do the dumb things. Sometimes you get these guys that try to be like, I'm Sean McVay. I'm Kyle Shanahan. Listen, buddy, you're not, so stop calling plays like you're them. You're just be you, and I think that sometimes people, they kind of sabotage, their own success. It's like, come on, bro. This is not it for this franchise. You're holding the franchise back.
All you do is open your meal, get it on the oven. It makes me feel really happy that I don't have to clean. I mean, who doesn't want to have a personal chef? Really good.
Tavalla, your secret weapon for impossibly convenient home cooking. Browse this week's
Oh, I need some Gatorade Blue.
Looking ahead to week 18, final weekend of the regular season. We'll have a Saturday
Gatorade Blue. It's good.
Eastern on January 7th. Then on January 16th, we'll have the final game for Super Wildcard Weekend at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. All three games will be on ESPN and ABC. And don't forget next week, a week from tonight,
Foles. It's 12 noon. You know what time it is? Time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum.
Take that hard hit in the second quarter. Derwin James was ejected after the play. Again, Dolan has been diagnosed with a concussion. He will not return.
Damn.
So Dolan is out. Another sack for this Chargers.
Second down and 15. Shotgun set. Handoff. Ooh. Moss. Rumbling and a bumbling. Who's the sleeper player on the team, rookie or new player or vet that's been on the team that surprised you this year? I know things have been absolutely just god awful for both of our teams, for Bucks and Colts, but is there one name that you like, one guy that maybe surprised you this year that going into next year could be a big factor? Maybe someone on the O-line or D-line? Third down and 7. Intercepted. Chargers. Oh my, Asante Samuel Jr. Shepard is getting nervous. Oh my. Oh my. Asante Samuel Jr. is one of the best in the world. Even as a rookie, if you knew his dad, you already knew the guy is a ball hawk. He's like his dad. He might have more potential than even his dad. Like Derwin James and him. I mean, that's a nice. And Asante Samuel Jr., man. I mean, Derwin's gonna get you the big hits, but Asante, he got the hands, baby. Herbert sliding in.
Samuel Jr. This defense continues to play well for Brandon Staley.
As more time passes, the sweat beads and the celebrational alcohol, it's not meaning the same thing as it would have meant in the first quarter. 10-3 Chargers, second down and 12. I'm up on Shep by only 6 points in fantasy to go to the championship against Jake. Nice tackle by the Colts. Okereke. Bobby.
It is not easy for anyone when you've had the season they've had and you're 4-9-1 and playing as hard as they have and keeping this team once again.
All right, here we go. Third down and 10. 10-3 Chargers. Herbert. Nice pass. Ooh, big hit. Is that Gilmore? Nice play by Gilmore. So I put up the graphic. I thought I got to be able to use at least one graphic, at least in the game. I mean, I took the time to put you in there. That's how much I think of you. Yeah, Sante, I mean, so much fun to watch his son. I mean, like I followed, a lot of these guys that maybe some people wouldn't follow as much in college, but you could see the potential. Some guys, they play great right away. Doesn't even take them a year or two. 4th down and 1. Herbert. Nice catch. 1st down, Chargers.
Who came in and has taken the place of Isaiah Rodgers. This Colts secondary already without Kenny Moore. Their nickel corner is out with an ankle injury, not even active, and Isaiah Rodgers is out. 1st and goal now for the 10. And he just walked off.
1st and goal. Herbert, hands off. Eckler. Eckler's going to be tough to stop. I mean, when Eckler starts moving his feet, I mean, it's like imagine Maurice Jones-Drew or those like smaller bowling ball back type of players, except this guy's feet never stop moving, and he's kind of built short and stout, but the athleticism is through the roof. Like if we're talking about guys that can actually catch, I don't think there's anyone better than him at catching the football at running back. There's a lot of guys that are really good at it, but I think like he's the only one that's like great at it. Like he is a supreme athlete. There's others that are very good at catching the football, but I'm not sure if there's anyone better than him. At least in the last couple of years, that's what it's looked like to me. I mean, there was a couple seasons like if you get like Breeze to Alvin Kamara, and the running backs getting like 30 to 60 catches, something crazy like that. I mean, that's always fun to watch, right? There was a nice connection there for a little bit. Little AK-41 Alvin Kamara. 3rd and goal. Eckler in motion. Shotgun set for Herbert. Bootleg to the right, slings it, and complete to the cameraman.
A moment ago, and here on 4th and less than what they converted earlier.
Dicka the kicker. Made a 24-yarder earlier. This is a chip shot. This is like, just, okay, I'm dumb sometimes. Here's the smart one. Let me kick it. And there you go. Points are precious. Just like offensive linemen, people always take that shit for granted until your kicker gets fucking hurt or your offensive line gets hurt, and then you realize how much you underappreciated those big hog mollies up front on giving you a great football team. And, that's just sad that sometimes those guys get overlooked. But once you have a really, really bad year, and then you look at why you have a bad year, and you're like, oh, fuck, that does make sense. And then you kind of put it together. You don't really make very good decisions, brother. But that was a good one there. Nice kick by Cameron Dicka. 13-3. Chargers. Yeah, I'm trying to I don't even really know how to describe Eckler, compared to other backs, because I'm not sure if there's another back that's kind of has the shape like him. But I mean, on the goal line, he's almost unstoppable. I mean, it just, as long as he can keep playing with Herbert, the stats will keep getting better and better. But I mean, he's the type of guy that I think that, if we had people that could get 15 or 20 touchdowns in a season, or maybe even more, I think that his name would be one of the top 5 guys that could do that, maybe running and then obviously receiving. But he's good enough to run for 20, I feel. It just depends on if the offensive line can stay healthy. Oh, they did the fucking crumble cookie. Damn them, dude. Damn them. The damn crumbles, dude. I did get some Pepperidge Farm and Almond Roca and stuff. So that was always good. I haven't really got a chance to get into some of that, but yeah, the Brussels. So I got some of the Brussels. My mom hooked me up with those. I was like, oh, that's good. I dig the almond roca. I don't eat that until only Christmas time only. So it's like once a year. So that's kind of a nice, something different type of taste. Crazy. This fucking fantasy is just fucking nerve-wracking as a motherfucker. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Bills, Bengals. My God, that might be the best game of the year. I'm telling you, that's going to be exciting as hell. And anyone that doesn't think that the Bengals aren't a Super Bowl contender or can't go, they haven't been watching Bengal football this year. Or if they did watch it, they've only watched briefly. Because if you're talking about a team getting hot at the right time, I would say Cincinnati might be the number one team in the NFL right now that I would be scared to play. If I'm any team, NFC or AFC, I would not want to play Cincinnati right away at all. That's tough. But if Joe Burrow can make the Super Bowl with the garbage O-line, like worst in the league, then he can make it any year. I mean, if you're going to be able to do something that we've never seen before, have a garbage O-line, and you make it to the fucking Super Bowl, well, then you're doing shit that I've never seen before. So, and then imagine if they ever get a good offensive line. Then Joe Burrow will actually win a Super Bowl. The good offensive line, get it in a good defense, good head coach. Oh, they definitely can win. Handoff. Zach Moss. It's all about the snack life. Shep is like, this is insane. He's like, this fucking shit should have been over with within the first 5 minutes. It's like, why are they letting O-Dog hang around here? What is the purpose? 2nd down and 8. Shepard's like, that's not Michael Pittman. That's not Michael. It is not.
So he becomes a hot commodity. He's the winner when it's all said and done. The other part of it with Nathaniel Hackett that I'm interested in, I just wonder if he somehow gets back in the fold in Green Bay, with some of the struggles and how much he has meant to Aaron Rodgers. What could that addition possibly mean to them as they go from a team who looked like
1st down and 10.
a month ago, and now
Pittman in motion.
shot at getting into the postseason.
Foles. Hands off. Zach Moss.
Is tired of that. The Packers, meanwhile, they have 2 home games coming up within the division at home against the Vikings. They met week 1 in Minneapolis, and then week 18 against the Lions. That could be a big game either way for either Green Bay or Detroit. Detroit losing this past weekend against Carolina. The Panthers are still alive. I mean, it's hard to really pin down.
2nd down and 8.
Back end of the playoff picture of the NFC. Yeah, and we watched it last night. There's a lot of teams that are in contention that aren't playing particularly.
Oh, a little end around, fake end around. Oh, and he dropped it. Jordan Wilkins. Eagles, the real deal. The Niners, the real deal. The Cowboys, the real deal. Vikings, they don't got a defense. Buccaneers, Commanders, Giants shouldn't be able to win a game. Seahawks, Lions, Packers, those teams, should be in the playoffs. No disrespect to Panthers or Saints or anything, but I mean, the Seahawks, Lions, and Packers would play better football than the Buccaneers. I think we're the most unwatchable team in the little playoff thing. I think it's disgusting, man. I have a hard time watching. Shotgun set, 3rd down and 8. Oh, it's 12 noon. You know what time it is? It's time for Mac Sack Lunch. Yum, 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 yum. Khalil Mack, sack lunch. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum. Ka, 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 ka. Is that like the sports gods? They're like, this should be an easy win for Shep, but we're going to have the defense play a game of their life against Nick Foles. Is that what's happening? What the hell is going on, dude? This is wild. Oh, my. Fourth down and 18. Colts with the punt. Dropped it. Oh, shit. They ran away with the ball. Charger players are like, huh? What happened? Oh, hit his. I mean, you got to think that's the hardest job in football. I mean, that's tough. Hit your helmet too. That's tough. I mean, imagine having to be a punt returner, kick returner. It would be scary as hell. Oh, they gave it to Los Angeles? What happened there? So now they just said that what we saw didn't happen. So you're saying that the play was dead. Like, see, they try to confuse you with these like terminology things, you know what I mean? And then just be all nonchalant about it. Like, we're totally going to call the complete opposite of what actually happened in the play. And then not only that, we're going to give the ball to the other team that doesn't even should get the ball. We're going to give it to the other team. And let's see if they notice. And then they just try to wait for everyone's reaction on Twitter and YouTube streams and stuff. Like, did that happen? Crazy stuff. No, dude, it's not over yet. You don't think there's any chance, bro? It's definitely putting it making it interesting. I mean, it's not over yet, dude.
At Subaru, we share your love of the outdoors. Cold rush of gliding down the mountain. The freedom, the memories shared. That's why winter roads to get you where you love.
If I would have been hindsight like that, then I fucking would have dropped one of my guys and picked up Cam Akers and put him in, and he would have scored a 30. You know what I mean? Obviously with Jake hitting with 35, 36 with Hawkinson, if that didn't happen, maybe Sarah wins or it's a lot closer. But when you get a guy that in the playoff, at the very end, who goes for more than 30, typically the guy that has the most in the 30s, or if you have a big high 30, that's almost a 40. Sometimes that's good enough to win the league right there. If you have one player that has that top 2 performance of the week. And just unfortunate that, Sarah had Kelsey all year, but Hawkinson was the one that went for the 2 tutties and got the big yards. I mean, it's just sometimes fantasy can be hella unfair, man. He said, I'm not going to watch. Oh, man. Yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen, man. We'll find out.
Take a look at our total replay brought to you by DirecTV. But get control, as John Perry said. Dean Leonard is touching the ball right there with his leg on the boundary, and the play is over at that point. Touching the ball, he had a good phone call. Couldn't find it.
Herbert.
Here's Herbert. Herbert's looked downfield. He hasn't been able to find much. He's had to check it down, which he does a lot, or try to pick up yardage with his legs. He gets 2 here.
Yeah, they have done a good job, the Colts have, when he has gotten outside the pocket of covering guys up.
It's my dude, man.
Not always easy to do.
Love watching him play.
Stay on these receivers. Listen, guys, as talented as what the
I mean, I just think if he gets elite coaching, I mean, what could he could really take the game to the next level. I mean, you're always going to be able to put up the touchdowns and the yards and the stats, but to be able to get a Super Bowl or to be able to take it to the next level, I mean, you need to have that quarterback guru coach like a Sean Payton. That would be like career changing for him. And Dak, obviously, with him, would his career would go in an upward trajectory too. We would probably see the best version of Dak that we've ever seen if Sean Payton went there. You know, taking that offense to a whole nother level. Third down and 3, and both offenses are already great. You're just making them elite. Shotgun set. Herbert. Oh, he got smacked. The ball came out. Colts recovered. Wow. Quitty pay.
With all that, I mean, the four-man rush of the Colts continues. Put a little pressure on Herbert. He is down here. You got to protect the ball better. It's as simple as that. And now the defense for the Colts, as they've done so many times this year, has given this offense an opportunity to get right back in the game.
Oh, first down and 10. Man in motion. Handoff. Zach Moss. Yeah, the defense is they fly around. I mean, you got to look at some of the names that are on there. It's not like they don't have name recognition. And then you're missing your best defender. So it's like if you got your best player on the team, arguably overall, and Darius Leonard, Shaq Leonard, you know, and then you got all these other guys that have a lot of potential, but obviously you feed off that leader. And then the defense would have been a little bit better, I think, overall. But when you lose your number one, it's hard to keep that discipline throughout the season. Paris Campbell, intended receiver, incomplete.
Yeah, I think the frustration started. But Parks Frazier, who was the offensive coordinator, can you imagine what he's trying to do? You just, as an offensive coordinator, it's tough enough that this is his first time to call plays when he took over with Saturday, came in as head coach. But when you're coaching and calling plays, trying to protect things and not have bad plays and stay ahead of the team.
Third down and 8. Look out. Michael Pittman. Fourth down. What is that? How many points was that? Damn it. How many points was that? End of the third quarter. Let's see if they actually run it out or not. End of the third quarter, 13-3 Chargers. And the Boo Birds come out. But you're trying to lose. Hello? You're not trying to win. What are you getting mad about? You already knew going into the game when you spent hundreds of dollars that you wanted the team to get draft position. Yeah, and obviously you can get like a Michael Penix Jr. type of guy or CJ Stroud. I mean, imagine people are gonna buy the jersey, and then you're gonna be excited, even if it struggles, that you're actually gonna be able to put up some touchdowns and and make the offense actually look fun to watch. So it happens. Tampa's offense. I mean, look, I got Mike Evans and Godwin, and I can't even do anything. It's like it shows you, yeah, you can have these stud receivers, but if Brady doesn't have time to go to you, You're not seeing the Mike Evans getting 14 touchdowns and Godwin getting 11. We're not having that kind of season, but we've had that in the past. So did they not add the points? They were keeping you on your heels. Oh, hell, look at you. 4-point lead now. Why you got to do that to me, dude? 1 quarter. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Crazy shit, dude. No more.
Stop. You're in.
Oh, cool. Yep, even easier than that. And with no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
All right, baby, let's go.
Try a tiny handful. Not doing that. They're megabytes. Big in goldfish. Big in flavor.
I know. It's crazy. It normally does not come down to the fourth quarter to decide. Usually much earlier.
I'll remember that chapter of my life forever. We laughed. We cried. We protected that progressive home and we went day and night. We were all of us dazzling.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Born to protect our kingdom. We knew it wouldn't last forever, but that's what made it special.
We'll be back tomorrow, right? Yeah, but it'll never be today again.
Bo knows. All right, here we go.
For Jeff Saturday is the interim head coach, and this has been a quarter they're entering where they are minus 74. They're forced to go for it on a
Fourth down. And I don't think he got it.
It did not look like he got it. He didn't move an inch. He didn't look. And he tried to get a little help from Michael Pittman. They put him in motion to get in behind the quarterback, as so many teams are doing now. But I'm with you, Joe. It did not
Looked like it was short.
look like he got it. Ball's down by his hip. Tries to get it out there to extend it. Brandon Fehoko there in the middle. Just pick a guy. We could ID about 4 of them.
Some fucking crazy stuff, bro. Oh, man. Crazy, dude. And Chargers ball.
This highly compensated offensive line for the Indianapolis Colts. Another rough night. This stays a 10-point game. Getting Matthews. What owner Jim Irsay is thinking right now. I mean, you consider it, Joe. The expectations coming into this season.
Shep, you good? That's a photo I got to give you. The thumbs up. Shep, you good? We still got a whole quarter, dude. Anything can happen.
Take over leading by 10.
Yeah, well, honestly, if it's not even necessarily just tanking. It's like you already know the team is bad, but it's like, when do they stop trying? And bad teams find a way to lose. The good teams find a way to win. But you can still put out 100% effort and still lose. That's what sometimes happens. Where you're actually putting out everything you got, but you're just not on the same level as that other team. He had the football in his hand stretched out. He's like stretching it out like outside of the screen. He's like, oh, it's all the way over there. First down. Oh, man.
But you'll never quit because you're in this together. So it'll always be easy.
It's coming down to the wire. It's coming down to the wire. Handoff. First down. Oh, that wasn't even Eckler. Was that Kelly? Who was that? It was Kelly. First down and 10.
the second act even getting closer. So they picked up a challenge flag. And on the first play from scrimmage, the Chargers handed Kelly.
First down and 10. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing, I don't think they can necessarily win a bunch of games, but they could definitely make an opponent. Like the game could be kind of exciting just because, they have some weapons on the Charger side. But they have good enough players where they can win a game. I'm just not sure how deep of a run. They don't seem like they're a Super Bowl team, but, maybe a fringe playoff team maybe can win a game. 2nd and 5. Herbert. Floater. Incomplete. Yeah, what was that? Not even on the same page. Not even in the same book.
Maybe Herbert had a shot down the field. He comes out Parham. He's the third layer to that as they're trying to stretch the defense with a deep post, a deep crosser, and then Parham coming up that left side as an outlet deep throw if it's there, but I don't think Herbert went through his reads real well on that play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
3rd down and 5. Shotgun set to Herbert. Nice throw. Guess who? Mike Williams. First down, Chargers.
On 3rd down, a completion of 26 yards, 3rd catch for Williams tonight. Yeah, Williams has been a little quiet. He's got 3 catches on 3 targets. This is that area in this zone coverage where they've been able to take advantage of Indianapolis.
Nice spiral right there.
If they give Herbert time in the pocket, right in there in that intermediate level, 15, 16 yards, and working in behind those.
First down and 10.
The windows, whether it's been him or Keenan Allen, they've been able to exploit that area of the field.
Oh, offsides.
The Colts there, they shut it down. That was Kareem who came across.
Kareem. Not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Khaled looked like he just went on his own, but we'll see. Maybe not. Since they're having a little huddle here. Let's go.
Full start. Offense number 63.
False start.
First down.
Center
Corey Lindsley. Tell me how you really feel. What makes him annoying to you? Like this broadcast crew. The sad thing is that even though they're not anyone's really favorites, there's ones that are like so much worse. So that's why it's like, gosh, I mean, it just some are better than others, and it shows. I do like Joe Buck in baseball, though. Eckler, short game.
The inability to get much going on the ground.
Yeah.
Right now, a number 6 seed.
I think he makes himself look dumb, though. That too.
At some point, have to get better at running the football. You would have to think.
Herbert. Nice catch. Mike Williams again. First down. Chargers.
If they don't get to Herbert, they like I said, they've just been able to wear out this part of the field, and he's got free access off the line of scrimmage, and just
that's the best.
With Gilmore playing soft on him.
Romo's got really good knowledge. Jim Nantz has a very smooth cadence. It's the smoothest in football. It just sounds great. And then obviously Gus gives you that energy, and Joel Klatt is just really good with the information, and they pair up really well. But energy, it's Gus by a billion. There's no one that's got the energy like Gus. I just wish Gus was on more. He deserves it. And why the hell is he not doing NFL games? I mean, goddamn. I mean, he could turn NFL games around if we had more of him calling the games. They would bring more people, more excitement. Second down and 7.
This is a Charger team that's getting healthy. They hope to get Rashawn Slater back to tackle.
Handoff to, is it Eckler?
Muscle surgery played 3 games, and they hope that possibly he could return to practice in the upcoming week. Yeah, that would.
Oh, nice. Did you look it up? Oh, thank God. I mean, because I already, I'm waiting on getting it made. I told them that I wanted that one. I mean, I haven't bought one in weeks just because I wasn't able to do that. But I figured, I'm not going to be able to do too many. We'll do more for like NASCAR and baseball. But I gotta do Oregon. I mean, if that's my team, I gotta at least pay for that one. So that even if we lose by 20, I mean, at least to make it look nice. First down, Chargers. Eckler with the run. Oh, that's gonna make it more exciting. That just like up the value of the game, going from maybe like could be a potential of like a 7 or 8, but maybe with Gus calling the game, it might be like a 9. Like it could surprise and maybe be really entertaining. I hope. I don't know. It's on at 5:00 on Wednesday, so.
I know that Gus Bradley doesn't blitz often, but you start just saying you've got to create a negative play. Got to make something happen.
All right, first down and 10. Handoff. And usually that's the rule, when you are up by 7 points or more, and you have the ball in the fourth quarter, the number one rule is run the ball to bleed the clock. They teach that to you in Pop Warner. You know what I mean? Like, there's no point to really having to throw the ball to potentially stop the clock if everything is in control. And then especially if you have like a couple touchdown lead or 2 possession lead, like here with 10. But Herbert's so good and they have so many weapons. Eventually, they're just going to fucking say, whatever, we're going to throw it too. 2nd and 4. Trips right. Handoff again. Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Oh, just short. Oh, fantasy owners are just living in hell right now. Handoff. Touchdown, Eckler. There it is.
I mean, the Colts have been holding on. The 12-play drive there, 9 runs, and it just wore down. Wore down the Colts defensive front that had shut down this running game, really throughout the night. And that's
Cameron Ditka. Extra point is up, right down the middle, and it's good. 20-3, Chargers. Yeah, of course, when you're Oregon, we kind of pray for the Rose Bowl instead of, hey, I can't wait for us to go to the Holiday Bowl. But the Holiday Bowl does have some history to it, so.
It takes fight to be a full-time fan. There'll be early check-ins. Late shifts.
All right, I got to use the restroom real quick.
But you'll never quit because you're in this together. It won't always be easy, but when you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Remember, root for full-time fans. Root for those with a fighting spirit.
Hey, fellas, we've got to talk. It's about your food. It has spray-on flavor and powdered meat. It's time for fresh food that belongs in the fridge next to our food. Now, who's hungry? Fresh Pet.
Why am I this week, Joy, telling people that Geico has been offering savings for over 85 years? That's longer than the Buffalo Wing's been around.
Dozen wings.
And did you know that Geico offers more? Motorcycle insurance. My lips are burning. Ah, no, my lips are actually burning.
Geico. Over 85 years of savings and service. See how much you can save at geico.com.
It's too hot. Oh, this is too hot, mate.
What's up, Einstein?
My network has gone kaput.
You tried to save a buck on it.
I got what I paid for. Not so smart.
Nah, you're still a genius. But there is a smarter way to save.
Oh,
Switch to Verizon. For a limited time, get Welcome Unlimited for just $25 a line.
$25.
And it's guaranteed for 3 years.
Brilliant.
Well, you would know.
I'm switching.
I think the bike's probably faster.
Now is the best time to switch to Verizon for just $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years. The savings that last on the network you want. Verizon.
Challenge and the Bills, Burrow and the Bengals. The stage is set for an epic Monday night.
The stage is set. Bengals, Bills, Monday night, NWSF.
The NFL family is committed to advancing social justice in communities across the country through the Inspire Change Initiative.
20-3 Chargers kind of. We felt that this most likely would be around this type of game, but well, I mean, the real question is the fantasy playoffs. That's what's really the big question right now. 8:20 to go. I don't know if I've ever been in a situation where I just didn't know what my fate was going to be, and I have 8 minutes left. Colts out of their own end zone. T-Hop.
The Chargers awarded Charisse Brennan Weaver and George Weaver with the team's Changemaker Award for their work in the LA community with Brotherhood Crusade, an organization aimed at improving the quality of life of low-income and underserved individuals. In the pregame, the Colts gave their award to Dennis Bland for his leadership in state education and work as president of the Center for Leadership Development. Helps prepare more than 6,000 youth for academic and career success every year. Bland was also surprised tonight with Super Bowl tickets.
Nick Foles. Little check down. Zach Moss with the short game.
Basically zero on offense. Why Sam Ellinger doesn't get a chance to show he can do it. Yeah, I thought that we might. And he had 2 starts earlier in the year. Actually did a pretty good job, I thought. Played decent against Washington, then had to travel.
Second down and 5.
9 sacks in that game. And then Jim Irsay cleaned house.
Foles. Oh, there he is. Oh, no, that was Paris Campbell. I thought it was him. Nope. Nope. Paris Campbell. First down and 10. Oh my fucking God. Oh, fuck. 7 minutes. Almost picked off intended receiver Michael Pittman, who exactly Shepard needs to get some points with. Pass incomplete. How's it going? 23 Chargers. Second down and 10 fantasy. Bragging rights and advancement to the championship game on the line. 7:27 and counting. Shotgun set. Get rid of it. Ah, it's 12 noon. You know what time it is. Time for a Charger sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. Oh! Third down and 15. Fuck. Third and 15. Shotgun set. Jelani Woods with the catch. Short of the first down marker. Fourth down.
11-yard completion and going forward on 4th down of the Colts.
my God. What the fuck? 4th down and 4. Fuck! Shotgun set. 4th down and 4. Incomplete to Michael Pittman. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Oh my fuck. Oh my God. Oh my.
Yep, I just got the new iPhone 14 with this amazing camera at T-Mobile. Wow. For a limited time at T-Mobile, get 4 iPhone 14s on us and 4 new lines for $25 a month. At Chipotle, real food always starts with real ingredients and real kitchens. When you order Chipotle, real food.
It's not over yet. There's still time left.
However, you Chipotle is the easiest way to Chipotle.
Man. Fuck, man. I don't even know. The game's not over. The game is not at zeros yet, but man, I don't even know what to say, dude. It's not over yet, though. I I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Discover your treasure on JB's Fantastic Finds.
Where the worlds of myth and fantasy collide with jewelry.
Such a deal. The show's amazing.
20-3.
Watch JB's Fantastic Finds with John.
Got to get back from commercial, and we'll see how the flow of this game goes. In, I mean, Indy still has got 3 timeouts, so. No, you're not. Don't lie.
That's a job for O'Keefe's working hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keefe's for healthy feet.
Do you want to be a better investor? Public.com is an investing platform that helps you build, grow, and manage your portfolio easier than ever before. With Public's powerful tools, you control how you invest. You can seamlessly view and track your performance, create a customized investing strategy, and invest in stocks, ETFs, and crypto all in one place. Get the tools you need to build a better portfolio. Sign up. Build a better portfolio with Public.com.
23 ball game is the Chargers.
All right, 20-3, 6:04 left.
Making it into the playoffs for the first time since 2018. Tight formation.
I know, dude. But that defense is when they went crazy, though. They sack lunched him like all kinds, like I don't know, like the craziest scenario had to have happened, for even me to even be considered, like what could happen or what would happen. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. Is it the sports gods? I mean, what is it? Something unexplained?
Something out of Matt Ryan. It looks like that's over with. They've had a list of quarterbacks that have been here since Andrew Luck, who was so good and so talented.
You got to figure out, the main pieces, the GM situation, what do we, stability, what are we doing, and then head coach and quarterback. Those are going to be very important. Obviously, lots of other filler positions to fill in too. Yeah, way too many one-year experiment. If it was Andrew Luck, I mean, that would have lasted a little bit longer. But, sometimes you got to go to the draft. You got to go to the draft. Stop going for the vet. Go for the CJ Stroud and build with him. It'll mean a hell of a lot more, and you won't have to get a new guy every year. Then you can build with a guy for 5 years, hopefully, and maybe that will turn into 10 if it's the guy, Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to think still. I'm still not processing this information yet. There can't even can't even really like be like celebratory and like jumping up and down and excited. I mean, I don't know what to. It's not over yet. I got to wait till it hits zeros. We'll go from there. Yeah. Do you feel bad? You should have did the Lazard.
Jack, the data shows that people love our more flavorful ultimate cheeseburgers.
Show me the data. So the data's good.
The data's real good.
Well, I think the best data I've ever had.
My best-selling ultimate cheeseburgers. How seasoned has been grilled.
Sometimes it's called a condo. Other times, a house. And occasionally, a stop along the way.
Oh, we got 5 minutes to go.
But when a place
Damn, man, this is just what a wild fucking crazy year, man. Like this particular year has been a lot of like first ofs, like haven't had this happen to before type of thing, and a lot of unexpected football, a lot of just crazy, a lot of upsets. I mean, I don't know. I just wish the quality of the game was a little bit better, but I mean, we have a lot of new faces coming in, and at least we have good quarterbacks that are young that can hold it down. Welcome to Disneyland. Spend way too much money. Yeah, Disneyland would be fun. That'd be good for the mental health.
I had this idea. Is it offering people curly fries, tiny tacos, and my other fan favorites in one box for just $10? Great idea, Devin. Run with it. $10 fan paid spots is perfect for sharing.
20-3. Third down and 5:13 left in the fourth quarter. Ryan in the building. What to do? 8 for 16 on third down. 0 for 9 for the Colts. Herbert, play action, floater. Keenan Allen dropped. Nice tackle by the Colts. Okereke. Bro, you don't want me to start going over my starting lineup and the shit that I had to go through. Bro, I had 4. Come on, man. I'm not the number 1 team for no reason, dude. Number 4 shit the bed, dude. It's one thing if I have 1 or 2 shit the bed, but I cannot afford to have 4 out of 9 shit the bed. I mean, that is, it's hard. It's hard to stomach. Oh, really? 100%, or you're that's what the doctors are telling you? Well, good luck with everything. Prayers up, good luck. And hopefully everything is a nice, smooth delivery. 4th down and 4, Chargers are punting. Wow, could have had a guy down there. It could have been down at the 2. Ah. $42. Let's get to a hundo. Oh, wow. Well, prayers up, man. We'll be praying for you. And hopefully it ends up being okay, because that's obviously going to be it's not something that's planned. And prayers up for, the days ahead. Check down. Deion Jackson. Shepard right now is just on the edge of his seat, just like me right here. 2nd and 4. Time is running out. This is the last opportunity for the Colts. So if I'm going to the fantasy championship, we got to play good defense here. Uh-oh. Pittman got a catch. Holy shit. What was that worth? Uh-oh. Did I just lose? Oh, my God. It's so close now. One more catch and he goes. One more catch and it's over. One more catch and it's over. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my. One more catch and it's over. Get him. Sack him. There you go. 12 noon. You know what time it is? Time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. 264.34, 263.5. That's whoever wins goes to the championship. This is insane. To fourth quarter, last drive. Are you fucking shitting me, dude? Second down and 13. Please, God. He said, please, God. Please, sports gods. Give me one. Give me one. Give me one. Oh, dog. Oh, doggy dog. I need one. Come on, baby. Second down and 13. Shotgun set. Get to him. Yeah. Boom. It's 12 noon. You know what time it is for another sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. Come on, baby. Come on. Couple more sack lunches. Come on. Prayers up. We even have Nate the Great is not doing too well right now in the hospital. So prayers up for him as well. Third down and 21. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, defense. Check down. Deion Jackson. Fourth down. Is this it right here? Is this it right here? Like the last potential opportunity here? This is it right here, Shep. Win or lose right here, Shep. You and me, dude. It's either this happens or you go or I go. What's going to happen? The last play. You got to be fucking kidding me, dude. The last play? Fourth down? Come on. Fuck. 2-minute warning. These fucking, these sports gods. Sports gods, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, sports gods. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, 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 baby. I don't even know. Woo! I don't know. Bro, this is the last play, dude. Come on. Come on, baby. Unbelievable. I've never had it come down to something like this. Unbelievable. Please, sports gods. Yo, boy. Come on, baby. Did you lose last season by 1 point? To get into the playoffs or in the championship game or semifinal game? Unbelievable, bro. Talk about, like really making us wait to literally the last possible opportunity. I don't even know. I don't even know.
Except for this mouse. Decorations were hung with meticulous care. That is until I gave this lady a scare.
No wide receiver screens, dude. No, bro. No. Oh, man. Just on the edge, dude. Just.
Hey, Scott Van Pelt here, getting set for Sports Center. Chargers are getting set to celebrate if they choose to. A couple minutes away from officially punching a playoff ticket. How about their postseason chances? Ryan Clark will be by to discuss that. One big thing on the disaster in Denver.
Oh, please, sports gods. Championship game. All the hard work, blood, sweat, tears. 13-1. Don't want to have that end for nothing. Fourth down and 9. 2-minute warning. Shotgun set. Pittman caught it. Did you win? You probably did. I would assume you got the catch. God damn it. You beat me, I imagine. Is it over? I assume that it refreshed and you won, right? It's over, isn't it? You won, right? Yep, you beat me. 265 to 264. Congrats, bro. Oh, man. Congrats. You lucky son of a bitch, dude. On the last fucking play, fucking by 1 point, dude. Good job. Congrats, dude. Now you can drink. Now you can drink your celebratory alcohol. Man, why'd you got to make me wait 3 hours to be able to find out? What a fucking crazy season, man. So now we'll have Shepard and Jake in the NWSF Fantasy Football Championship. It's going to be awesome. Congrats, bro. I can't even be mad, dude. I mean, that was crazy. It took that long. You were just, they must have just felt sorry for you. You lost by 1 point last year, then hopefully next year will be better for me. And it won't sting as bad. That's what happens. I'm used to it. I'm always going to put out the effort, though. Congrats. Oh, man. Congrats, brother. So close. I was like, oh, my God, I actually might make it. And as it got further along, first quarter, I was like, oh, this looks good. Second quarter, looking better. Third quarter, actually looking like there might be a chance. Fourth quarter. There you go, man. Seriously. I've never lost this late with like 2-minute warning. Literally, it's 265.1, and I have 264.34. That's unbelievable. But that's what happens, man. Shepard now empties out his full bank account based off the pity he has on me. Oh, man. Now you have to try to go all the way. If you can beat me, with my lineup and my bench, then, I mean, he's got a good team. He's going to go 3 running backs. You just got to pray that your Bengal players do better than his, heavy hitters that he's got. That's really what it's going to come down to. Your Bengal players have to set the tone. And if they set the tone, then you have a good chance to win. Now, if the Bengals play bad, then you're fucked. You have no chance of winning. But, overall, it's been pretty damn good for you. Yeah, it was the Super Bowl. Come on, bro. You beat a 13-1 team that made over like 110 moves. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would put my team up against anyone on planet Earth, based off roster and how I did this year. I don't think there's very many people that were 13-1. I mean, there's not very many people that go undefeated, if any. It takes a lot of skill to only lose 1 game in a season in fantasy. And it was just the year. It was just that 1 week where I had the most people on a bye, like 4. So. Yeah, you definitely are going to need that the big points there. Damn, dude, congrats, man. How's it feel? Does it feel good? You're like, man. That's what you just got to stick with it, man. Like I told you weeks back, I said if you just keep plugging away, you never know if you get to the dance, and it's just unfortunate this has happened to me 4 years in a row. So maybe the 5th year is the charm, but I mean, because no matter how good you are in fantasy, you're not going to win, every single year. I've never seen someone if you're actually playing with people that have brains, that actually are making the moves and people that are actually trying, there's always going to be some bad luck or bad matchups that you get screwed on. 3rd and 12. Nice job, bro. Literally the one thing that you needed to have happen, and it happened. Congrats, bro. I won't even be like swearing, angry, or nothing. I mean, I've had a lot of bad shit. I mean, Buccaneers suck. The Ducks suck. Lost in fantasy. At least the Mariners were good this year with Julio. That was a bright spot. And then I got to do NASCAR, so that was good. But, you can't have winners in everything you do. Final score, Chargers 20, Colts 3. Shepard beats me in fantasy to go to the championship against Jake. Wow. And I don't think I've ever lost by this amount of points in the playoffs before either. So another first, hopefully of not many, but I mean, man, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh man. I know you're loving your best, you're living your best life. You love it. All right. So I don't know how much longer we'll go through the stream. I'm gonna delete some of this. I definitely want to eat because I didn't really get a chance to eat dinner, and I got good leftovers of like chicken and ham and mashed potatoes and gravy and stuff like that. So I'm gonna delete some of these photos. Maybe go for 25 more minutes. Go to the 3 hour and 30-minute mark, unless we get some like crazy people coming through. And then I think stopping at the 3:30 mark or the 4 hour mark is where I want to stop it at. I mean, I doubt we'll get to that 4 unless we get people coming in. But man, I was so close. I was so close, but just so far away. The same story of my life. But hopefully Shepard can at least make it competitive with Jake. Could go either way. I mean, it'd be a great story to go 8-6 and then go all the way and win the title against someone as psycho as me that, that is just doing this like so much more than anybody else. And sometimes that's just what happens, man. Life ain't fair sometimes, but it's all about the effort, to show the way, showing the Jedi way. And obviously that's the sweetest one, to win in the playoffs. I mean, like I said, I've gone through fantasy games where I've won and lost, but I've never gone to a point where the championship was on the line and then the player that I was going against, because usually I'm the last one to go. I'm not usually waiting on someone else. Waiting on someone else is the worst, because then I'm just like, anticipating that, you don't get more than me. I would rather be the guy out there playing, and I hope I get more than, I don't like being the guy waiting. That sucks, but that's just, I guess, what happened. But yeah. But I mean, 13-1, and then obviously with the wins there. So, I mean, if you want to count like the first week as a win. So technically I went 14-1 because I won last week against you based off the numbers with all red, but then you made me go to 14-2, and now you're there, even with maybe 9-6 or 10-6, something like that. So hey, it shows you, man. Like I said, you just got to get in, and anything can happen. All right, what do we want to look at pictures wise? Like I said, I'm down to go for another 23 minutes or possibly 53, just depending on how I feel. I mean, I don't feel too great, honestly. I just missed out on the fucking playoffs by a fucking point, but it happens. This is what happened right here. Shep, right to O-Dog's face. Shep giving O-Dog the stunner, huh? And Shep stands alone with Jake. That's just crazy that the top two people didn't even make the championship. And that does happen sometimes. It's not like I've never seen that before, but yeah. I just feel like I didn't really have any weaknesses. I feel like it's not like I left at like 50 points on the bench. I did everything I could. That just the players underperformed. And that's the worst feeling, that I did everything in my power to win, but the players single-handedly, Justin Fields and Josh Jacobs, you could have done a little bit more instead of having like your all-time low of the year, and you have to both do it in the same day. But that's life, man. That's life. That's life. Yeah. All right. What do we want to look at? Let's look at some food or something. I need a pick me up here. I just got fucking stone cold stunned like 43 times in a row after that loss. All right. What are we doing?
They knock off the Colts, whose offense put up very little resistance in this one. As a result,
man, oh man, that's gonna sting. And enjoy that win.
Going to the playoffs for the first time in your career, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot for our team. We've been through so much this year, and for the guys to battle and keep fighting the way they have, it's been great to see. And a ton of respect for our defense today.
wins don't have to be pretty, right? It seemed like he did just enough to wear down their defense. What did you think of your offense tonight?
Yeah, there's a lot of room for improvement. We can get better. Just left a lot out there, but I thought the story of the game today was the defense. They've done such a great job.
Love you, Herbert. You're the man, dude. You're a fucking class act. It's my dude. I'm telling you, man, when you watch this guy in person on the Oregon sideline, I mean, it was a fucking thing of beauty, man. Even more like in awe than Mariota. Like, I've seen all the quarterbacks, and I mean, that one might have been like, you just knew, man. It's like Haloti Ngata. I knew as soon as I saw him, I was like, okay, Haloti Ngata is going to the NFL, and he's going to end up being one of the best NFL players. Like, certain guys, you can just, you can tell.
First time they've made it since 2018. They lost in the divisional round each of their previous 4 playoff appearances. Those were under Phillip Rivers. They did win at least one playoff game in 3 of their previous 4 playoff trips. Again, that's past history, and now it's the present, and they're in. And it's time to say hello to Joe Buck. It's Troy Aikman, as we do every Monday. And gentlemen, in our show meeting today, we were talking about this Charger team, Joe. And I said they're a frustrating team in this sense.
Yeah, I might have to eat my sorrows away tonight. I might have to go get some food or something. Oh man. I've had tough losses before, but I guess, man, if you would have had 2 1-point losses in a row, that's just brutal. It's the sports gods, they love to make things interesting, but sometimes it can be so cruel if you're on the wrong end of it. It's like winning by 1, but being that loser by 1. Oh man, I don't know what words can describe that feeling.
In the playoffs, that's all possibility. I go back to their inability to run the ball, really, which is a problem, as we all know.
Oh, you'll have to celebrate, man. It's a big win, dude. Like, you could actually be the champ of the league. That's a big deal.
The defense a little bit, which is weird to say for a team that's got Eckler, who just scores touchdowns, has got 4 options at wide receiver, and has got a quarterback as good as Justin Herbert.
All right, I need to put like Simpsons on. My mental health is going rapidly low. All right, we got Monday Night Raw, Simpsons, King of the Hill. Maybe I'll do King of the Hill. I have 1 episode of that. Let's see if I've seen them all, but yeah, I had a couple people mention that they were going to try to do some prime rib within the last couple days, and yeah, I bet it was delicious.
Bobby, your tire's flat.
I know.
Well, why didn't you change it?
This gets the job done. Sorry about your boy, Hank.
If Bobby doesn't learn to take care of himself, he's going to go from a kid who can't change a bike tire to a man who can't change a car tire.
Yeah. Well, of course, we're close, and we're gonna, and it's you versus me, so yeah. I mean, it would have. It's the best way that it could have possibly went, and there's got to be a loser in the mix somewhere. It's not like we were gonna be able to tie or anything like that.
Coupons from the welcome basket for years. That's not all. I heard her husband caught her welcoming one of the new guys in her car. Well, Maxine's humiliating public loss is my game. Welcome Wagon Lady is the most prestigious volunteer position in town. With her out, this could be the new face of Arlen. This is so much fun.
That Buc-ee's looks fire. You need some like good sandwich. I mean, look at the bun too. But the pulled pork and the brisket, I mean, hamburger and chicken sandwich is great and all, but if I have access to brisket or pulled pork, where do you think I'm going? I love a good hamburger more than almost anyone on planet Earth, but I mean, unless you're just eating pulled pork and brisket every fucking 2 days, but I know I'm not. Delicious. Yeah, I know. Seriously, how are you? You're gonna be all good. You're gonna be all pumped at work and shit. You're gonna be like managing people. Get the fuck over there, yeah. You're being all crazy. You get a pizza. You get a pizza. You get a pizza. We just dancing at work the whole time.
Hey, can you grab that cereal for me? This bread's too squishy to knock anything down.
Bobby, there's a step ladder right there.
Right.
I don't fuck around with the photos, bruh.
Wonderful news.
I don't fuck around with the photos.
And I already have my very first family. Wesley and Annette,
Pow pow.
formerly of Fort Worth. Husband is an accountant. Wife is apparently fertile because they have 6 children.
What's their pet situation? Please say monkey.
I do not know, but your father and I will find out when we visit them tomorrow.
Wait, why do I have to go?
Because when I say, hi, I'm Peggy Hill, and this is my, there has to be something there. And then there's the farmer's market every Tuesday. Now, I don't want to give too much away, but I hope you like corn. We love corn.
Boy, the way you make it sound, if Arlen wasn't in Texas, I'd think it was in heaven.
Dad, we're done cleaning our room. Is there anything else we can do to help?
Well, you can say hello to Mr. and Mrs. Hill. Mrs. Robin and Carrie.
All right, man. Happy New Year. Good luck with everything. We'll be thinking of you.
Couple of nice boys you got there.
We think they're pretty great. But we're looking to get them involved in the Order of the Straight Arrow. Do you know who runs the local chapter?
Well, actually, we don't have one anymore. Once American Idol caught on, it got kind of tough to schedule a meeting.
But we do have many other great children's activities. There's the arcade, very popular arcade. Oh, and the kids love hanging out at the Whataburger parking lot. Well, what on earth do they do there? Break glass bottles, mostly.
Shame. You know, I'd be happy to get the Arrow going again here if I had some help. What do you say, Hank? Want to change some line?
Well, you know, this could be great for our son Bobby. I'm in.
See, when our Lydians put their minds to something, there is nothing.
Yeah, I need to treat myself, man. Oh man.
We just couldn't get that together.
Oh, congrats, man. What a season. What a season.
Well, I'm glad it's back for
It's
Bobby.
gonna get real spicy between the two of them. I'm definitely going to be watching every move that's made. It's going to be very interesting.
Well, Joseph won't be joining. Thanks to my tutelage, he's a level 6 survivalist. He's been trained to use boys like yours as food and shelter.
Check out these handsome fellas.
Look how happy I was there. This guy didn't know it was going to hit him.
Hey, look, it's my old arrow knife. This fella helped me make a fishing pole, cut more twine than I can remember. Now Bobby will get to do all those things too. No.
Hello, former wedding guests.
As you may recall, Luann and I were bonded in holy matrimony, and you were there to witness that event.
Oh, yes, beautiful ceremony.
You didn't get us a gift.
Ah, sure I did. I got you a star.
But I can't eat off a star.
The Gribbles prefer a romantic gift to the practical. Point as our obligation is fulfilled, I'll be awaiting your thank you note.
Damn, all these photos look insanely fire.
We're going to need to change our strategy.
My hunger level just like spiked like 1,000.
Master Wesley, who's ready to have some fun?
And who's ready to learn some self-reliance?
Yeah. Huh? Assistant Arrow Master Hank is right. The Arrow is going to teach you to be courageous.
Oh yeah, man. Cheers, dude. Great job. And have a great day at work. I know you will. I know you will. Good job, brother.
We're building it right here. Inside. Building fire is like building a house. You start with a strong foundation, then come the walls and the roof, and finally
Have a good night, brother.
flame to live inside. Whoosh. Okay, troopers, now it's your turn.
That was creative, but don't you think the kids should learn how to, make a real fire?
Oh, no, Hank, that's too dangerous.
Do you want Bobby to get burned?
I don't know. Maybe a little.
Oh, you're funny. Hey, what do you say we hand out the arrow knives?
Oh, good. The knives. What the heck is this?
Great, huh?
It's a toy.
Hey, Dad, look! My fire's roaring!
We love our new home. Amanas, next time you order car from Carvana, oh, tens of thousands of miles.
How did you get the first pick in the draft? It's impossible that he doesn't go one, but I guess it's not impossible. Maybe someone else does go. Who went number one in the Texans in the mock? They went like defense or something?
It's 1815. Eagle claw or a pair two.
Wesley thought they were too pointy.
All right, so we got a couple more minutes to go. We'll get a couple more barbecue photos, and then I'll eat and read, and then we'll be back at it more than likely tomorrow evening. And then we got the bowl game for the Ducks in North Carolina at 5 on Wednesday. Definitely doing that. But the goal is to try to do a bowl game almost every day this week if possible.
Hey, boy, this is a great idea you had, sitting down for a little arrow brainstorming session.
Well, we owe it to the kids.
They had Quentin Johnson going number 1 overall? That's not going to happen. CJ Stroud went Seattle at 3. They need defense more than another quarterback. They would be stupid to do that. They can't stop the run. They need to get someone to stop the run.
The football game? Oh no, we discourage the kids from predatorial sports like football, basketball, tag.
So I was thinking we could do a lesson on tying knots. Then we could use them to make something fun, like a bow and arrow.
Whoa, bow and arrow is a little too hunty-killy, don't you think?
Soon they would take part in an epic playoff battle.
All right, time to go to The Simpsons. Got 9 minutes to go, and then we'll call it a day unless we get some surprise people showing up.
We'll find out soon.
All right, I've got a Simpsons episode queued up. All the food looks really good. I'm super hungry right now. I might even leave and go grab something. I don't know. I need a boost after losing in that fantasy playoff game. Mayor. Oh, okay.
Millhouse, watch me make a loser lose it.
Oh, customers, oh, I hate them.
Excuse me, I just heard that before Spider-Man was a movie, it was a comic book. Is that possible?
Suffering Steve.
Oh, comic book guy is so funny.
First appeared in 1962's classic Amazing Fantasy number 50. Sure.
Ooh, 12 cents. I'll take 8.
You idiot. Each must lie down on pile of unsold hot hands.
Huh? What's this?
Everyman? He's not a hero from Marvel, DC, Image, or Wildstorm.
It was a typical day for delivery man Avery Mann until...
Help! Bank robbers!
Shut your yap.
Time for this average man to disappear.
Look at that fat guy, beating like an egg. Yeah, he's scrambling like an egg. Egg. Laugh when you can. Every man absorbs the powers of every superhero.
All right, we got 5 minutes to go. Anything that you want to have request-wise or anything? I'm just kind of going down the meets here, and I mean, we're usually getting pretty good photos here one after another, so just kind of going down the line as long as they'll format, and then we'll just go back and look at them one more time, and then we'll just call it a day, and then we'll be back back at it tomorrow, unless something comes up. But I mean,
Put me in Sing Sing. It's safer.
Hey. Perfect. Plastic Man power. Absorb. Going somewhere? Every man will stop every crime every time. And I am every man. Put my comic down.
You made this?
Shut up. No one is interested in critical judgment of a worthless child.
Actually, I like it.
What now?
Everyman is awesome. Leaving it, I escaped from my troubles. Now they're back in space. Have you shown the
5th pick overall, nice.
Copies got out. It would be really
Yeah, and hopefully, we'll, as we do some of the other bowl games, we'll get some more people to come through. And some days, we had a couple of really nice days. So obviously, when you're grinding all the time,
I shall self-publish.
How many issues have you written?
Oh, just 330.
That's a Chinese barbecue style, not necessarily burnt.
Comic book guys been writing these for years. Who knew a troubled person could be creative?
Yeah, still waters run deep.
I'm so rich.
I got the last one, and we'll go through these. And like I said, happy holidays. Hope everyone had a good time. And it's always fun when we have this certain, group hanging out. And man, everything looks fantastic as we thought it would be. So let's go up here, and we'll take a quick peek and go down the photos one last time, and then we can kind of call it a day. Were you? Yeah, is that what everyone's on Twitter? They're all upset.
What are his powers? All of them. That's it. Our next big summer movie will be Everyman.
I'm definitely hungry, though. I'm going to eat. Starving. Lots of these look fantastic.
We at Ginormous Pictures are incredible fans and think Everyman would make a fantastic movie.
Oh, really? The way you thought Stratego would make a good movie. You'd expect us to believe that a Red Scout would date a Blue General. Good. Fall.
Hey, don't blame us. Brett Ratner had final cut.
God, it looks so good. Everything looks so good. It's pulled pork brisket, though. My God.
Let me get to the point. It's not money I'm after, or women. I know that is impossible. What I want is to pick the actor.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
Everyman.
No can do.
Thank you. We never give thank you.
Don't laugh us out of Hollywood.
I repeat, thank you.
Fine, you got it.
Thank you.
Looks so good. Oh, man.
I played hardball in Hollywood. The closest I would ever come to playing a sport in my life.
Well, good job, as usual. And like I said, we'll have the rest of our day. I'll see what Paisley is up to and go through some of my maybe almond roca and some of the Pepperidge Farm stuff that I got. And I definitely need to eat something, other than just like the snacks and whatnot. So we'll see what we got there. But any last news? Jeff Saturday plans to stick with Nick Foles at quarterback. Interesting. Almost made it to the playoffs, Sarah, for one of us. We both failed, but hey, next year we'll be back. We'll grind it out. Hopefully have a little bit better luck. Appreciate everything that you do. And like I said, we'll get some more people coming through in the next few days as we're grinding it out to all these awesome bowl games that we'll see. And I imagine there'll be more news stories that we'll be able to go back and forth with. Got a few more to go, and then we are almost done.
You are acceptable.
And then, ooh, that one. Yeah, we got to. We have to. I mean, it's just how it goes. So, well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And like I said, enjoy the rest of your night. We'll be back tomorrow. And I got one question for you. Who you know talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Gang.